Very coincidental, we talked about Zooey. Zooey, especially in the beach outfit, has been well represented in Granblue tournaments across the world. And Rosina playing the Ferry, one of the characters that I really like watching play. There's just something about her. Really good range, but horrible DP, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, like she has some areas that you can kind of like start locking down quite a bit on there, but it's you have to really like play that on there. What you do have, you have access to the vacuum. You can go in with the U skill on there afterwards. Try to get Zooey up and close to personal so like in a mix up. However, that fall through, we got the hit in there from Tran, so we're gonna go ahead and get a little bit of that dragon power as we go on, and something a little bit of that. Trying to call off with the instant air dash thunder. We're gonna go in for big damage now.
And this is one of the things that you just don't want to be in the corner with Zooey. Thanks for those Dustwood combos. Okay, great bust out with RoseHashira. We go back to the middle screen. We send our little buddy out for the block screen, land the throw, and throws give you so much meter in this game.
Yeah, they like a lot of things will give you a lot of meter. Like you're not going to be able to worry about meter too much in this, especially with the ways that you get things refunded. If you're just throwing it out there. At the meantime, though, we're going to just go ahead and confirm. Bring it up like with the little bit of the whip dance on the end. Rose took that over in the end, taking the first round.
Let's think about one of the things that Rose is using that TranTRW is not using, and that's effective spot dodge and calling out the dragon as well. So we're allowing ourselves to hold the mid-range just like that. You can see, Risky, that Rose is doing a good job maintaining their space.
GG also being able to hold down the blocking in there for the approach on their afterwards. However, we're going to go ahead and get the follow-up into the pirouette bisection coming out to play throughout the third, and that's what you got to use. You have to use skill DP, like get Tran off of you on there, like from that, but we're just going back into the long range distance. We're going to call it out with the whip one more time. Not enough to kill, but damn near close.
And Rose is just so good with these DPs and these escape opportunities. TranTRW does spend a good chunk of the round getting Rose into the corner, but then it loses them. And the thing about it we were talking about with Ferry, her DP is not especially strong in terms of startup, and it's a very awkward range. So for Ferry to land that reversal shows great mastery of the character.
Go ahead, keep it on their aerial spinning slash. Hey, that's one way to get out of the corner and take the corner advantage on top of that. Medium Dragon, going to go in with the Dragon F-150 on there, get a little bit of extra Dragon power just to keep your turn.
And that's one of the things we have to really look out for Zooey. We want that Dragon meter high. That way we can threaten the Dragon multiple times. And this is exactly what Rose does not want. To be stuck in the corner with Zooey and then take great bust down.
Oh, actually was able to call the early startup of the big dragon on there, so was able to snuff that out before got it. So no dragon power on Tran's side here. He's going to go for the aerial spinning slash one more time, get the denial, hold down with that block. But this time, you know, at first you don't succeed, spin like a helicopter again.
Sometimes the guard button is just not there. Rose just not blocking the correct decision. TranTRW again with the dive in. I like this. These multi-layered aerial approaches is something that we are doing now. Tran is realizing, hey, my ground game not working. Let's take the disguise.
And we're going to go ahead, double hit on that. It takes the sky a little bit, sets up the tornado. Oh, it catches on the whip. So that's going to be a big, wonderful corner damage into the jump being used for days. Familiar territory, as we will see. Hold it down into the BP, take away, and didn't get really anything off of it, and may in fact be dead as a result here.
The only thing that they got for that was an additional beaten in the corner. Give up a Brave Crystal for nothing else. Tran ties it up 1-1. Remember, this is going to be a first to two situation, Risky?
First to three. So
first
to three all the way through here. That's been the way it's been for a little bit of time here for the Granblue Open Ladder. I know it's been like shifting like to and fro from that. Excuse me on that. Trying to talk after a long day at work here, but we got to go right back into it here. Now it's the first to two. We're just like throwing out our friendly companions in here to do the dirty work for us.
Great use of GG. I like this to threaten this mid-range. This is definitely a battle of range too, but TranTRW throws the dragon out, goes for the skies, and gets called out by the DP.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot more of that dodging in there, just get the denial on there, but we're going to need a little bit of a push away. You have to use a lot of dragon meter just to get stuck back into the corner, but does get in a little bit of a light tap with the aerial spinning slash. Another throw for the back row, trying to get back into the corner.
Now, will Rose use the Brave counter for this? No, we go for the spot dodge a little bit too early, too late. Spinning slash, pick it up. No, that's a drop. That's a big opening, but not big. Okay, GG with a side switch. Raging Strike. We should be able to close this out with Rose. We definitely got the resources.
No, we got the combo reset, yeah. So
Got a little scared right there, right, my friend.
Oh yeah, definitely could change things around there, but realize that they're midway through the combo. There's the combo limit was already hit as soon as they started getting into the air, so maybe was trying to finish it off before then, realizing they could go with the BP route, but managed to eke it out in the end anyway. Going to take the lead. Critical moment for Rose to take the lead in this set potentially.
Rose again going to the over-reliable spot dodge. The Dragon will be recalled. Spinning Slash was dodged, but the Brave counter allows Tran to keep up the offense. One more time, pick up with the crouching medium, and this will take us to the East Coast side. Thank you, JC.
Yeah, and you can be able to, with the 2U on top of that, be able to kick out the leg from the distance as well. Oh, but we're going to go follow the bouncing Beppo on here afterwards. You're going to see stuck in there. Air unblockable damage on there. Held out for a long time. And I think we're having some network issues. No fun.
Yeah, Captain No Internet Connection. Okay, both people feeling out, and that's going to be a really unfortunate situation. Rose was at the peak of the momentum. Can they get it back? Spinning Slash is blocked, but the Brave counter sends it right back to the corner.
Send out the G one more time. Great dodge away from that, so not going to get anything like for it, but we're going to go send out U-Skill, GG, trying to hold it down. We're trying to find back that momentum. A little bit lost the tempo of the beat.
We did, but the beat goes on. The song needs to be completed, and with that, that is the end of the record, the tail of the tape for this round. 2-1. One more game will decide the set for Rose.
Yeah, live performance like that, you got to finish the job. You got to finish it any way possible. 2-1, pretty good start on here. Trying to decide what we do on here. If we're going to hold it out or we're going to close it out. We're going to go right back into the rematch.
Keep it on the beach, my friend.
A lot of 6-6L early on, but doesn't get anything for it. And excellent dodge on there from the aerial spinning slash. And this time just called it out again. Like, Tran has been going for that, as I was saying that, going for that a lot. Goes for it immediately again, gets a little bit of love tap, and gets denied. Put back into the same position they were before.
Rose is, dude, look how aggressive. That was the 4th time we're going for the aerial approach. Tran's like, I'm going to do it. It's going to land. It's going to land. But the only thing that's going to land is this corner combo from here with the pull in from Rose with the pickup. Sending out GG for the pickup. And you better be very careful. Watch your toes.
Oh, and you have to try it true. The Ferry special, the FG coming out to play. You just need the BPs to make it work. Spin it. You can't take it with you. You're going to get the reload anyway.
Battle 2. Engage.
Going in one more time. Definitely this mid-range battle. Rose using the spot dodge, rolling in. Finally, Tran lands a hit, but still, this is a battle of distance, and we get the cross-in. Classic Zooey combo, bringing him right to the corner.
Sets up the Thunder on there, but we're going to get a light hit. Still trying to get in there with the 6-6L, not biting on it, and an excellent dodge from Rose to get away and kind of keep the momentum. Still trying to find that lead on here. Has a full stick of butter to work with, and just giving these stray hits where to go.
Ooh, good throw from TranTRW. We have the momentum. Throw the lightning down. It catches, but don't really get anything off the conversion. We send our little companion out to the side and get in. Oh my God, this is pretty big.
Oh, and was immediately on that and just ready for it like it was nothing. But we're going to go into the U-Skill spinning slash. Has to use the BP to get away, but fortunately, after that, just a war of attrition gets the chip damage. TranTRW is still in it.
Tran is really fighting from the unideal range. Ferry wants to be at range 1, range 2, but okay, we're in the corner. Will Rose be able to bust out, or is TranTRW's offense going to be so tight? Keep close, have the lightning, goes for the load. Rose not catching it.
Oh, I like using the M-Dragon, the M-Flame on there to get away. For Rose, again, ready for these Dragon F-150s here like it was absolutely nothing. Going to get hit on the other side with the aerial spinning slash on here. A lot of meter, a lot of usage having to be used as part of it, but you do get the corner and another setup for the Thunder.
Okay, this time Rose has it. Are we going to send out Beppo? Why did I call him GG? It's Beppo. Oh no, the Dragon beats Whip. Use of the ultimate, gets the knockdown. Rose still at it here. Spend a little bit of meter to pull him in.
Get denied. 2 DP for each, and here sends it out here. Rose has been getting a lot of, like, with the dash overhead, but doesn't even need it that time. Just going to go in with the Indiana Jones, get that explosion at the end. RoseHashira going to take the first set for Granblue Open Platter tonight.
Okay, I thought the Indiana Jones was the roof swing. We're gonna call the character, my hands just naturally move with them, and it's either going to be Tubi or Lowain.
Okay, you have 2 strong picks on there, but unfortunately, as neither one is being represented just yet here, we got Proteus and Ringtext, and we got the Vane coming out so very early for
Vane! I forget! Like, when I looked at this roster, like, Vane? Oh yeah, who plays Vane? Well, apparently it's Proteus.
We got a couple of Vanes that have been like terrorizing the online scenes occasionally on here. What I like to see is, like, especially with that recent patch you were talking about, Captain No Fun, they like Vane is able to actually play the game a little bit more. Like, able to really call it out, really control the space on there, actually be able to kind of keep you threatened. Like, it's terrifying seeing the axe swing down from that distance. It was not.
Vane is kind of playing at a Ferry distance, but thanks to the shield and just the natural armor frame he removes, he is playing at a zoner's distance with a big man's privilege.
Of course, we got Versusia, who's been, like, of course, there several players have been doing really good with this character as well. Oh, we're going to go ahead with the call from distance. That's one thing about it. Like, playing from, like, that 2 to 3 range, like you were saying earlier, just so, like, really call down on that. But going to go in, okay.
Versusia is another big character who specializes in zoning big projectiles that's going to send Proteus to the opposite side. Proteus, though, playing the Vane with these armor frames, they're going to be using their health as a resource to bully their way in.
Yeah, speaking of bowling, they're going to go in, bring out the multi-shield on there, try to go in for the slice and dice on there afterwards, and this is going to give Ringtext all they need to maybe turn things around here. Has access to Super Skybound. All right, we're going to go ahead, look at that, bring out the wings in here, take away a couple of those dots for Proteus on here, and get a little bit of extra damage on top. Ooh, actually, a lot of extra damage.
That extra damage is going to be pivotal because it is more than possible for actually, not possible, inevitability, that Ringtext was able to take it because of the ultimate Skybound art.
Yeah, was able to, like, kind of reinvigorate on there, goes in with the low, and got the confirm that needed to finish the job on there, stealing that from Proteus in the end here. But we're going to go in, we got ourselves the corner, use a little bit of that EX juice as we go along. Just got enough meter for you to spin on that afterwards, and holding down with the shield too.
And this is where Proteus was really comfortable in. Because of the corner, we are able to walk back. See, that's this thing. Proteus off a hard dog down will get to the shield and stops the DP attempt and takes that first game.
Yeah, nice stuff on there. Just like realizing, okay, I cannot give anything to Versusia, especially like it's like you applied the sunscreen pretty early on with that token. Had the chance to be able to use it for some follow-ups on here, and right now we're just like Proteus kind of being a little bit of bully, trying to prove like you want to do something, not on my watch.
Dude, it's 86 degrees in here. The heat sucks. Don't remind me of sunscreen.
Oh, it's going to be an inevitability. The SPF is going to get like need more and more on here as we go in. Trying to go with the throw, gets on the tech afterwards. Both players have that 100% ready to work with here, and we're just trying to find that one hit where it counts here. Ringtext is just not able to escape this corner.
Well, that's just because there's so many tools that Proteus is able to do to lock him down, and Ringtext forces the block off the fireball. Oh, but we go in for the teleport. That's extremely good damage and, more importantly, space.
Get the trade on there afterwards here. Nice clean jump in, but Proteus does have access to the use of the Brave counter. Get thrown back in here and using the use skill shield one more time.
Still, Ringtext able to steal the corner. Don't worry about the life lead right now, just because Ringtext has more than enough resources to give him a full stick of butter. The Brave counter. Oh, what a call out! Holy bajobi! Ringtext bet it all. That ultimate Skybound art has proved so good for them, as this is the second round won because of that move.
Yeah, Ringtext has been keeping an eye on the amount of times Proteus has been like bringing down the shield on there afterwards and waiting for it, just knowing like in the momentum, ready to fire that off at any moment there. So good awareness for Ringtext to make that happen.
But will it work again? That's what I want to know. A trick can only work so many times before your opponent gets smart, or maybe they won't. Maybe Proteus is just a little too committed to their pattern. We'll fall for it a third time, maybe.
Oh, we actually got the hit on there, but maybe didn't believe on it. It's going to get resulted in the throw, and there goes good old DP. Get off of me on there. Opted to not go and use the token, not try to get the approach on there just for the light version. Gonna go ahead, keep it up in there for the follow-up.
Oh, that throw is going to be really good. Ringtext going to lock it down, neutral jump, but the Brave counter will allow us to be back into the middle. Still, Proteus wants to be very careful about how they approach. Ooh, interrupts it, great knockdown. Goes for the shimmy attack, and the throw is...
Go just reach up on it, the extra little slowness at the beginning before it ramps up. Extra terrifying when it comes to Versusia, but not as much as in with the pole arm on there. Going to break down, taking up another round for Proteus.
That brings up a good point, Risky. This is a rather slow match. Both of these characters pretty take their time moving across the stage.
Yeah, it's just now we're just trying to find it in there. It's like, oh, do you want to do the approach in here? We got the advantage on here with the pole arm coming in from Proteus and trying to get it in there, but we're not finding the hits where they count here. Nice block on the Brave counter, and they're kind of keeping. We're trying to get away from some of the follow-ups in here, but we're not getting anything from it. Maybe playing a little bit too passively.
Both of these players down light, still doesn't have a hit, but finally Proteus scores the knockdown. Both of these people at 100 meter. We get the big shield up, but the cross-up again from Ringtext. This is really good combo. We have 100 meter. Will we cash out? Let's see what happens. Yes!
Yeah, and you got that one DP taken away, so you're going to get the 20% extra damage on top of that here after the cinematic. We're going to go ahead with the back throw coming in for Proteus into the immediate shield getting used on here. Already blocking, getting ready for the things that Ringtext loves to do. Getting called out from home, though.
Oh no, but that big jumping slash from Vane. Great call out from Proteus. The spacing was so immaculate. 2-0. Proteus is looking to run away. Even though it is 2-0, I will say Ringtext is putting up quite the fight.
Yeah, definitely getting their token on there early on, getting that ready for the follow-up on here. Good to get denied in here by the BP from Proteus and get back into the corner. Familiar situation just on the other side. Going to go ahead, use the DP to get out of that situation.
And I really like the decision to use the Brave counter early. Certain people, myself included, just hold on to it. You have to spend these resources, especially since it comes back. And the best part is just reverse the situation before it gets bad, as opposed to getting out of a bad situation.
And not only that, but you have ways to get the restore on it, use your Skybound art, in those situations here afterwards. So it can be a little bit of mix, but we got the confirm with the air unblockable on top of that. That's going to be set point for Proteus.
Great use of the Raging Strike, and now we are at 1 round away. Ringtext, are we going to play? Yeah, we're playing a little bit more passive with the Fireball. This is what I was thinking about with Versusia. These big-ass Fireballs.
You can especially, with the longer ones, if you time it just right, you can really lock down your opponent on here. Right now, we don't even need to do that on, so we're going to go ahead, get the follow-up as we go, spending a little bit of EX on there, enough time to apply the token yet again.
We want to make sure that we don't run into that shield, but Ringtext, this is familiar territory, Risky. 100 meter and the corner. Will we see a Skybound art? Not quite yet.
We just want to make absolutely certain on that. Unfortunately, trying to get stopped on the approach. Just a little bit of a denial. Was able to block on the follow-ups, thankfully. So it could have been much worse for Ringtext.
They just have to be very careful how they hit their buttons, because this is whip punish opportunity for Ringtext. That big special, that has a lot of whiff potential, but still we're just going to run into that fire column, and now set point versus survival point.
Immediately bring it down on there, try to throw out the shield, but get in the trade was just a little bit after the shield of that part here. But we're going to go ahead with the confirm. Set the shield one more time, and when we get the big smash down, okay, you're going to pick up on that.
You have to. Proteus, though, spends a lot of their meter instead to reset with shield. They have so much life, and every time we land that QCV, that just does hella chip damage. Hella.
Trying to get a little bit of that chip away on there. Ringtext is in SSB you know what, I was about to say, but like in SSBA territory, but got the hit that Proteus.
Yo, more oddball character choices with the Grimnir.
Grimnir, like not as much of a surprise, especially if you with like who we've been seeing in the in AWT on there with like Zane and a couple others as well on there. Like chat can help me out with that. But in the meantime though, we got Grimnir versus Versusia, and this is going to be Versusia trying to like clip the wings of Grimnir 100%. That is if the network doesn't do it first.
Yeah, I think the network is going to clip our wings. But you know, it's funny that you were saying clip the wings. I'm Ava pilled right now. That's Quarrer. That's Quarrer's main right there. He would play Grimnir. Because that's when I first saw it, I was like, yo, this guy's giving me Quarrer vibes. But okay, we're going for the Skybound. Holy cow, that's a lot of damage with 62 seconds left. And this is going to be an extremely quick round. But the Skybound art from KyonHB says, nah.
Unfortunate that it was not in cinematic territory on there, so probably I could have got at least like maybe the BP and another chance away from it, but still trying to get in there with the jump. We go in, and here comes the overhead, the dash overhead coming in from Kazeno, trying to take that round.
Kyohei? I'm trying to see how. Grimnir, a well-rounded character, really great movement. That's something that's Versusia does not have, but we have a really good crossover button.
Yeah, you got, as long as you have the token, you got ways around it on here. Unfortunately, I don't know if anyone has good movement in between all this network traffic on here. Maybe we gotta like load up some Wireshark on here, actually check out the pixels. But we're going in for one more time with the EX, maybe EX. Oh, okay, we're catching up. That's around. That's Kazeno.
Right to the Raging Chain, and that's going to be Kazeno's second round, and that's going to, even with the internet interruptions, it's been pretty quick. And also, every time somebody says Raging Chain, I think of Raising Canes. It sounds like that.
Oh, yeah, I had my chicken fix a little bit earlier, so I'm good on that actually for now. In the meantime, though, we got the glimpse coming into play. We're trying to get to the other side in here for Kazeno. Unfortunately, going to put themselves into the corner as a result on that. So Samsara from Kyon. Oh, and nothing to be found for that Raging Strike. And so Kyon is be able to get things started.
Oh, now that the internet connection is stabled out as well as their positioning, I really believe that Kyon's going to start be playing a more aggressive. We're forced to use the Brave counter, but unfortunately for Kazeno, that's 2 crystals down, so the damage that from Kyon is pretty big once they land with something big.
What land did they do? In fact, I think they're going to take the lead in the life count here. Potentially. If not very close on it. Enough time to set up the glimpse one more time. Trying to get it on the follow-up, and we go ahead with the love tap. Oh, this big time damage in you. You haven't even begun the combo limit. There you go.
Oh my god. We didn't even leave the ground. That just shows how well Kazeno knows these optimal strategies. Kyon really had the life lead, but just 2 interactions that left them worse rare. Lifts in. Oh my god, counter hit heavy. You know what that means. Big damage up in the corner and the dash back, trying to make sure that we don't see any reversal opportunities. Now, Kazeno realizes that they can go ahead and press the advantage.
That's what they do. Pressing that button.
Pressing the internet!
Someone kicking the router, maybe. Maybe the internet's kicking the router on itself. Everyone's excited for AWD. Enough time to set up token, but not for very long. Going in, drilling right back in. Here comes the SSBA from Kyon, but you're going to get nothing for it, I think. Yep, okay, got nothing, got the confirm. Kazeno taking another match.
Kazeno is just able to start really strong, and the thing that we have to really point out is their ability to maximize every single opening that they have. No drop combos, no drop supers, not even a drop pressure.
We're going to go in with the trigger, the early light and Sara. Just not going to get anything for it, but we're going to go ahead and follow it with the EX. Enough time to apply the token one more time, and here it comes. We see that 2H coming. It's going to hit. It's going to hit.
I think that actually helped out Kazeno. Like, oh man, it's coming. Let me just go ahead and buffer in that crouching heavy right now. This is going to be big damage. We have all of our moves to go for the heavy drop kick. Again, with the follow-up, we will have to worry about the combo limit, but
empty low. Hello. That point for Kazeno.
Empty low means empty health bar.
Battle 2. Engage.
Got Khalil in the chat also pointing out that it might be just a weird issue with the replays. They might be actually playing just fine, and we're trying to catch up here. You know how the internet can go sometimes on here, but it's really adding up to the spectacle of the situation for sure.
It's that slow-mo power. You commentate a lot of Tekken. They just brought the Tekken camera over here.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, nice tech. Standard light and good use of the fireball to stop the air momentum. The drop kick is blocked. The brave counter allows us to keep moving forward, and you know what Kazeno wants. They want that right corner.
Oh, they almost got the hit too to help him into that corner. You're being able to throw out on projectile in here. Nice little blocking back and forth here, trying to find out one hit, but we get the anti-air, but nothing else from Kyon.
Oh man, that's a light chain, and look at Kazeno's resources. We still have one of the ultimate skills in. Go over to the DP. We don't have enough, and we're praying, we're betting the farm on the skybound arc.
Yep, you got the big counter hit on that. That was a safe jump setup, as you will, so got to be a good match.
I gotta say, if you're going to be playing Belial, Goro Akechi is a great name to do it. And again, Synn representing the beach Zooey. We already know what she's got. Spinning slash, dragon setups, but it's gonna be our first Belial in the open ladder. Most likely not the last.
Probably you're going to be your only avatar Belial at that, because Goro Akechi has been on this character for a time. I've been showcasing a lot of that work in here, especially not afraid to go ahead. I'm going to use a little bit of that life, get that big damage on here. Synn is going to have to really control the pace on here, as we see the laser eyes coming out early from Goro.
That's what you have to do whenever you fight Belial. You got to make sure that they're on the back foot. Make those block strings. Make them lose the health. Put Belial in a situation where they have to risk something.
Go ahead, get a little bit of Dragon Beer. Has plenty to work with here. Forcing the BP spin from Goro.
Okay, good use of the string, and this is going to be nice. Oh my God. Yo, that's Soul Bad Guy right there to the skybound art. Drop those laser beam and one more interaction.
Oh, not enough here, but can we go ahead, get that chip damage, waiting for the moment. We're just going to go in for the flight mode here, Jin Kazama style. Go to get 6 out, get the denial, back into the corner you go, and there's that chip damage. There's my chippy.
I mean, and we even went for the move that had the longest lasting animation and the most amount of hits. There was no way Goro was going to survive that mode. Here we're back into the second round. Goro was able to open up right to the bicep head stop, and still, that was almost coast to coast.
Oh yeah, and you definitely can make it happen with this character on there. Trying to get the stonks on. Finally goes in for the throw, and we're going to keep on the pressure. A little bit late on the throw tech, so having to hold it down. You can see that dwindling, coming away from Synn.
And Synn doesn't have a lot of dragon meter to play with, and unfortunately for them, Goro Akechi has scored some big hit and a big knockdown. We're going to go ahead and go for the Raging Strike. Will we do it again? Yes, we will, just to make sure we secure this kill. And let's just do it for a third time. We're at the buffet. Here's all the crystals. Take it.
Yeah, we can't take it with you. We're going back up. We put our plate up. We are following Health Code standards and getting another 3 as we go into the next round.
Here you rack your plates at the buffet. It's been a long time since I've been to a buffet, bro.
Oh, yeah. You need me one of those in here. Anyway, but regardless, though, we're going to go EX spinning / into the bisection. One more time, you do hit the combo limit, so we're going to go in with the Charging Thunder. Get this denied with the break counter.
Yeah, we don't want to stay in that corner too long. We already see the kind of damage that Zooey can pull out, but the lightning bolts allows them to secure the kill, especially now. And this first game goes to Synn's Zooey.
Oh, we were about to hit flight mode with Goro. We got struck down by Thunder and Lightning, which is a full-on telephone pole of damage coming on there. So nice job from Synn to be able to get away, and especially nice with the 6-6L in here to begin the pressure yet again.
A telephone pole of damage? You have the most interesting turns of phrases, Risk. Head stop in, and Goro Akechi is going to go ahead and take it to the east side of the coast. And this is one of the strengths of the character, besides belligerent offense. The ability to make space and take it is so good.
Denied with the Brave counter on there, trying to make a little bit of that space in there. GBVSR is not going to make it on the mark here, and we're going to get the follow-up. That should hit, and it does, full cinematic style.
You could see that Synn was waiting. He's like, yo, try to teleport on me, man. And bam, picks it up. Great call out on the teleport. Bell, favorite, opening start, spinning slash pickup with the crouching medium. That's one, you gotta be very deliberate when you jump because jumping is so, you're giving up so much. In this case for Goro, about half your life.
And maybe a little bit extra on it, just opt in for the dragon, just make sure to have the dragon meter to spin on that. Goro Akechi going immediately with it with the brave counter. Going to get a little bit of a hit on here, trying to maintain that on there. Unfortunately, that gets dropped, and here comes that U-skill DP to deny the rest of the round. Give it to Synn.
This has been getting a lot of work out of that DP. And because of the crouching medium blockout, any DP is a combo extender.
No, we're seeing all the extensions coming out to play right now, and you're going in for the 2M, back into the 6L, but we're going to get pulled down. Nice dodge from Synn, just like waiting for that timing.
Goro Akechi wanted to play the fireball game. This time we go ahead and use a heavy fireball just to get some damage on the table. Goro Akechi, really good start in the combo. We should be able to try to reset with standing light and fake it out, but the patience from Synn. Synn just waited, and saw the dash in and just slams the crouching light.
This is one of the problems with Avatar Belial too. Like, sure, you get tremendous damage on it, but you have to spend your own life to make that happen, especially when you're at a life deficit that was significant like that against Synn. You're not able to get the full range that you're really hoping for on there afterwards. So, but this time around, we might have a chance. We get a little bit of follow, and we get the confirm in the corner here. Here's where it may shine.
It is, but this is where we have to see what happens with Goro Akechi, because usually these reset opportunities don't really lead to much. You got to be careful. Spin a brave counter once for the shimmy, and this is what I was talking about, because Goro Akechi will overextend and allow Synn to give him the call out with their Skybound art.
Yeah, exactly, and we're just like seeing that Synn.
Okay. All right,
let me. At the least, you got the avatars you can use for gold chip in the meantime on there. But we got ourselves the other guest character coming in, 2B with Vermillion versus Mythie on the Vira.
Oh, Vira, we could be using our little fairies for block strings, but one thing I really like about 2B as a character is that her strings are whiff cancelable and she can always advance forward while beating you up.
Okay, we're going to get the denial on there because Mythie just got Vira.exe on there. We're going to go in for the Dark Cane on the follow-up on there. Go get big damage. You can get the follow-up just for a setup. Get denied with the DP.
Galleon goes for the sword series, gets the Crumblestone, and that's one of the things you got to be really careful about 2B. Her ability to confirm combos at almost any distance is something that you cannot take for granted. You're definitely going to confirm this round after the Raging Strike. Vermillion up a round.
Yeah, the ability for 2B to be able to, like, it's like, oh, I've whipped it, let's continue it on, and it's such a strong thing for this character specifically that no wonder that we've seen this 2B time and time again from different, many different players as well.
Not to mention we have this chain that we just saw Vermillion do there, and so many of her moves have crumple stun capabilities such as the laser, but already Vermillion's taking it in, backing up, throws it out that rocket punch, and we're going to lock him down with the machine gun, and yeah, you can see Myth didn't want any of that. That's what he just taking down back.
But we're not afraid. We're going to go right in. Go ahead with the throw. Set up Lumiere just for a little bit of corner. Get denied with the brave counter for Vermillion. Back into neutral and with a back throw of Vermillion's own.
Oh, that was a good reversal from Myth, but still Vermillion's going to pick it up. Going for the sword series. We should continue this combo until we don't.
Yeah, unfortunately, the transformation was good, but it was too far away to get any conversion on top of that. So was able to have to go on the reset, and Vermillion was able to just play with the extra range and get in there. But right now, 6XL, not afraid from that distance, just goes in for a quick Scarlet Oath.
You don't... Hey, I don't know what to do, 6XL. I don't... Again, 6XL pressure still. Vermillion going for the sword series. Both these people looking for a big hit. There's the dodge and to the low confirm. And finally, a throw from Vermillion.
They get the denial on their setup. Lumiere just for the setup on there afterwards with the throw. Just get nothing for it. Oh, we're seeing demons out there.
Probably some sort of psychic DP or, that could have been a quarter circle forward input. I've had that happen a lot. Or just stores a forward. It happened way too often. Remember, I was in the combo trials.
Brave counter right back at it. Trying to get a nice little tech on their way, but now you have to deal with the 2B. The combos coming in. There's the confirm, and you got the corner on top of that. You got the bar to make it work with Synn here. Not going to be able to kill, but you're going to be damn near close.
It doesn't even have that Myth only has one crystal to their name, but Vermillion cleans it up easily, and we are now one round away for a 2-0.
Oh, and actually, that hit the furthest I've ever seen the hammer hit on there afterwards. We're going to go in with the jump in, going to get Khalid out of the way by 2B, by Vermillion. Like, as we try to find that, like, momentum one more time. Enough time for the BP to come out with Lumiere, but we're back into the corner. Second verse, same as first.
Unfortunately, dude, Myth just ran into that sword series. Will we find our counter hit? Oh man, DP again. I don't know if that was a stored input, but still Vermillion hot on the offense. And this is pretty much the round. Yeah, I was about to say we better use our Brave Crystals to secure the kill. And Vermillion did just that.
So it goes, after all, on their 2-0 up here for Vermillion. A lot of, last couple matches have been a 3-0 shutout on here. Mythie may be preventing that. That's how you need to do it. Got in for the Lumiere, gets in with the 668, so he's able to stay on the ground all the way into the corner here. Going in for the reset to bring out the Ferry friend yet again.
And we even hit combo limit with those standing at lights. That's exactly not the kind of filler you're looking for, but Myth, good knockdown. We throw out our little Lumiere, but Vermillion on the reverse. Right to the throw.
Back into neutral, trying to fight as if it was a round start yet again, but it's going to be the confirm for Vermillion. It's going to tie up like nearly on that with the extra little chip damage, and goes in for the empty low, hanging on pod one more time. Set point for Vermillion.
And this is just the tail of the tape. Wouldn't you say? Vermillion gets the corner, holds the corner, and then wins. Oh wow, what a whip punish opportunity from downtown, but Vermillion used the quarter circle back to still force their way in, and that's no, 2 DPs, 2 DPs, you crazy.
We were trying to hit like some of those hurt boxes potentially on there. Almost got 2 H'd by Vermillion on there afterwards, so. But we're going to go in, try to summon Lumiere, and Vermillion was close enough to go ahead, begin the combo on their side.
Still has the ability to turn this around, but Vermillion's counter offense is so layered. Calling it out, but Myth gets the damage in, and we get something really big.
Try to do something else after on the 2L afterwards. It's going to be Vermillion making a statement here. The 3-0 with the 2B, finishing things off.
Oh, yo, okay. Cagliostro. Hell yeah, I love this girl. She's such a mean woman.
Yeah, like especially being able to like set up the traps from a distance. Unfortunately, you're gonna have to deal with Gnaw on the 2B again. Another appearance of this character on here, and of course with the recent patch, as we were talking about, Cagliostro did get a couple of nerfs in the way of how the throne works, and that you have to readjust how you play this game.
Oh, can we also just talk about how Destin is using the fish weapons for 2B?
Oh, they're delicious. Yeah, definitely not in. Definitely got to use that mackerel for something else, especially from Indian K. Down goes the Cagliostro.
Yo, you're an old anime enjoyer. That was the thing. Remember fish on the stick against a fireplace? I don't think I see that symbology.
You also see that in like there's a whole stage on the beach where they're cooking up the fish and it's on the stick on there afterwards. You see that?
No, just like how Destin would not like he's standing normal, but still, Destin being taken to those corner, and this is really bad, especially with a lot of Cagliostro's reversals. They're a little weird to say.
Yeah, especially with like again with that recent patch on there, can't just go in for the throne anymore. But right now, we hit the combo limit onto another setup. We're happy to go into the tap throw, set the trap from alive. Good blocking on that to keep the trap out there on there, so like Gnaw cannot escape with the jump.
Nah, brah. And this should be an easy use of the Raging Strikes to get that round. And Destin, Destin is playing this Cagliostro not as they would expect. We're not really throwing out a lot of traps. This is, they be brawling. Yeah,
definitely trying to get in here up close and personal. Nice triple check of the overhead option on here. Enough time to get away. I love that teleporter in there, waiting for Gnaw to press out a button, get a little bit of a light tap as a result. Thrown on there afterwards, so we're gonna. And we get the block on there. A little bit of a punish for trying to find the right moment. Charging up, and we go ahead and get the restand on top of things here. So we're gonna go in with the big combo into the corner here. Not enough to get the wall bounce on there afterwards here. So gonna find that one precious little hit that they need, and they're right back at it from Destin.
Wow, look at that Cagliostro. Wouldn't you say, Destin, with that first game?
Just like that on there. So Destin taking that over. And it's also messing me up that Destin has the fish prefix on them, and like 2B is playing like using the fish as a weapon.
Oh, I see. Yeah, Destin from fish getting beat up with the fish, but Gnaw fishing for damage right now, and looks like they're getting a combo. But oh, he got baited.
Yeah, no, it's like, nah, you need a license for that. You feels like if you want to have that happen. Nice back throw, going to get pushed back into the corner there. Destin has a little bit of like the level on the 5U to work with the rock on there. On top of there, just trying to wait for that moment. Keeping that mid-range distance on here to try to prevent a lot of that.
Gnaw wants to hold Destin in the corner. This can't be a catch and release situation. We want to make sure we hook our opponent in, but Destin making sure that they're not being fished out for so many big counter hits.
Use a just block in there, got a little bit of extra meter just as a result of that, and there it is, got that confirmed that they needed. And we're gonna go in for the teleport setup to get to on the other side, put the other teleporter behind them as they're forced to block that.
One more hit from Destin. Gnaw has to fight pretty desperately, and it's still not horrible. Great block off the jump in, and Destin's defense is so on point.
Just has a little bit left on there. Trying to push into the trap, and we're gonna. Oh, but uses the power of Pod to hang above, just barely above on the trap in there. Caught Destin ducking and got the confirm. Well played, threading the needle from Gnaw.
Hook, line, and sinker. Now we see a lot more of a spacious, patient Destin, and Gnaw. Great use of blocking, but Destin looking out for any opportunity to get some sort of edge, and it's really tense right now, and Gnaw moves out of the corner back into it, looking for any unsafe opportunity to punish.
Go ahead and get the knockdown on there into the back throw. A little bit more aggressive on there, just get denied back into it. So we're going to hold down, get the crumpled state on here, restand all the way to the corner. You go.
Oh man, this is going to be some pretty good damage for Gnaw. They have 50 meter, but they don't have a lot of skill gauge, so they can't use their ultimate skills. But that's not going to matter when you have a throw. Gnaw getting that round, 1-1 each. Now, first to 2 situation.
Not before even getting anything early knockdown on there from Gnaw, trying to like keep up in the actually go back into the corner and rev up, go into the low, tried and true tactics for 2B.
Agreed. But let's see how Gnaw is going to continue this offense. Meanwhile, Destin used the 2-2 light, just the pressure. And that's classic Cagliostro. Set the trap and throw backwards.
Oh yeah. Make sure you get the full experience on here. You cannot escape this room.
No Tommy was so needed. Now Gnaw threatening with the lights. That's going to force Destin to teleport backwards, use a little bit of that meter, and Gnaw full stick of butter. No hit land. How are they going to open up Destin's blocking game?
Right now, just happy to keep at the range they are, but you know what? If Destin is going to come to Gnaw on there, gets in with the 6XL early on in there, get enough like started on there afterwards, and gets immediately into that range here. This should be pretty good damage, if not the round.
Turned her into a statue? Not quite. Not quite. One more interaction will be needed from Destin to take this. And Gnaw not doing so well.
Oh, what a beautiful roll through though on there. Just gets away from like out. If Destin didn't do that, was able to like have to force the block on there, Gnaw was able to get their turn back on there, but timed out that correctly just to go ahead and get the punish.
That's a big jump in from Gnaw. We're going to use our sword series again. There's still plenty of skill meter. How we're going to approach jumping heavy again. Man, look at these strings. I'm liking these strings a lot.
Ooh, actually setting out the big trap on there. Actually puts Gnaw at a stopping point on here and gets a little bit of damage as a result afterwards. But it's going to be still not deterred in the slightest on there. Going to go ahead, get the damage all the way back. Let's go back to that western corner.
Yeah, let's be very careful how we approach this combo limit. Gnaw making sure that we don't do anything too reckless, but runs into the crouching light, and Destin should be able to pick it up. Not exactly the big damage, but we have the corner.
We saw this time before. I actually was not able to get anything else off of it, but does maintain the corner. Going to go ahead, use that BP, and that should be it for Destin to take the lead.
Round, 69-second round, real nice. Then Destin up one. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I was actually very surprised that the trap disappeared just like that on there. I thought it was totally going to hit on there afterwards. Unfortunate, but right now, Gnaw, it's not stopping at that. It's like that was the past. The past. I'm looking towards the future, fighting in the present.
I'm liking this setup though. Gnaw's, compared to the other 2Bs we've seen, Vermillions, Gnaw's been pretty patient, wouldn't you say?
Definitely been like holding on, like knowing the power that Cagliostro can really do. Like from that, like the ways that she has to approach us outside of teleport, having to go in with Alexandria, for example, like the spinning of the dragons from a distance there, be able to respond to that typically. It is set point for Destin, though. Was able to get that on there afterwards. But right now, Gnaw is going to take advantage of that whip throw opportunity and making the damage happen into that combo limit.
And we go into the classic Gnaw follow-up with the jumping heavy slash. And Destin is so patient, not throwing out any of those longer pokes, because we know if that sword hits us, it's bad news.
Just like that, though, we were talking about how Gnaw's been patient on there. Destin was very patient and holding back, just like trying to wait for the opportunity to get damage on there, find that missing link in there. But here comes Alex with the Alexandria. We're gonna go ahead and get that extra little top on there. One more top of the throw trap setup.
Classic throw trap setup from Cagliostro, and that's gonna be some big damage from Destin, and Gnaw only gonna have to fall for that one. The big beefy chef, Wilnas.
The battle of the big battle incoming on here right after. Like, we tried to go in for the low early on, gets denied by Wing on the Galleon back into the corner, and we're going in for the throw from the Mars Bar.
Mars Bar is playing Wilnas, the most belligerent character. This is the two-touch Charlie of the game. But Wing still going for these grappler specials. We're back to the middle screen, which is exactly where you want, but nope. The big ass punch from Wilnas takes you to the corner.
Oh yeah, we're trying to find it, just waiting out with a little bit of the shimmy to finish things off the Mars Bar. We don't get Mars Bars over here. Like I need one of those right now. But Mars, this is working out in the favor.
I got to have a Mars Bar when I was in Europe, and we're missing out, bro.
Sometimes if you go, here's a real secret. You're like secret. Go to Publix. Sometimes they have them, but
sometimes. Right now, Mars will get in for an opening. Wing falling victim to the big punch, and again, Mars Bar is dictating space. We want to make sure that we can whip our opponent.
Set up. We got a level 3 meteorite on the table, ready to go at potentially on here. But right now we're stuck in the corner. Going to go in with like firing away with the big hand, and we're just trying to fall into the Acme trap. I dare you. Come on, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. Where's the box and the birdseed, bro? Doing some that's a Roadrunner shenanigans. Yeah. What's up, Wilnas?
Oh, and you try to anti-air with the 2H. Unfortunately, we're going to miss on that. We're going to get with the collider coming in from the Mars bar back into it, trying to go for the reset. Checking out, checking those feet, finding one.
Oh, good block off the overhead. Wing is playing it so patient. Waits for their opportunity. Lands them into the Acme trap, but unfortunately, Wily Coyote is not going over those cliffs.
And yeah, you got to watch out for that knee incoming on there. No meteorite is going to save you. Mars bar taking the first one.
And this is the thing is, Wing is doing so well with the damage and with the defense, but unfortunately, they're not able to cover up the damage differential. Mars bar can make way less mistakes than Wing. Because Wilnas being so...
Yeah, we go in the lava swipe, going in with the Hadron on there afterwards here. We go into the combo right after that, and we're going to get hit with this, the overhead rather. So that's going to be a round just like that. Mars bar taking another one.
What did I say? Two-touch Charlie, or if this is the Japanese version, two-touch Nash.
One, yeah, exactly. Gives them alpha. Like we need an alpha counter to help out with Wing. Like in the scenario on there afterwards, the Volcanic Knee gets put into perfect meteorite range, so like Wing is able to get things started a little bit.
Oh, I love this dancing that Wing is doing, a little endless waltz in the neutral, but unfortunately they got clipped by the dash in by Mars bar. We're going right to the middle, and Mars bar still, oh my god, that's great.
Get denial, doesn't even want to deal with the lava swipe on there afterwards, so trying to hold things down here, and we're just going using like the extra little range that Wilnas has available with that long-reaching low to finish off the job, make number 2 happen for Mars.
That's what happens when you play a big body character. Your Marissas, your Sagats, or in this case your Wilnases. When you have a large sprite, it means that you have large limbs. And Mars bar is able to just check Wing's movement with these long limbs, and I believe, is Wing going to go ahead and switch characters? We will, to the Sandaphon.
Yeah, and this is another character that I haven't seen a whole lot of like since the patch change, but I do like the changes that they've done to this character. Make it a little bit more interesting to use wind and water as the elemental rather than just going for the tried and true damage that the flame element gives you on there. So maybe we're seeing something, maybe we want to use a little bit of extra movement from wind or something. Right now we're seeing none of that here. We're just seeing a big red pocky stick of damage coming out because of Wilnas.
I didn't know Pocky Stick was an element. The chocolate element, right? I only get the
delicious chocolate element. Yeah,
chocolate. And Wing, with the Sandaphon, another well-rounded character, a character that you could assume multiple stances. I heard from Zero that Sandaphons typically stay in the wind side, but in this case, wind doesn't matter because you get blown away to that right corner from Mars bar with a big ass punch.
Yeah, just fanning the flames on here. Mars bar on set point.
Neutral situation, you know that Wing is going to be giving up so much, risking so much.
Just going happy to go in for the flames, like fight fire with fire.
Literally. Or in this case, let's go ahead and score the big heavy. And you know, Wing, this feels really good. They have spent, what, how many rounds getting destroyed? So to be able to put this much damage on the table and remove a brave counter, that's going to really put some wind under their wings.
Oh, I see what you did there. However, you're fighting Wilnas, and Wilnas can make that damage to window at a moment's notice. We put it into the corner.
Wilnas, isn't it? Mars bar isn't a doctor, but you got to be very careful for the Wilnas check. Brave counter to go ahead and put it right back to medium. Neutral situation, nobody really has anything, but oh my god, that foot reaches so far!
Oh, and like that may be just it. You have access to the super skybound art on that and the cinematic. Big dragon drop kick.
Dive kick! The ultimate skybound art. Wing was not able to... Versusia has definitely been the person that we've seen in this ladder the most versus Tux's Lowain. Oh, I love Lowain. Especially with the rockets, it allows us to cross it with the throw, but still Sukinoe able to find the low and gets that left corner.
See a lot of Lowain presence in AWT as well on here, but right now we see Suki with the with setting up Samsara goes in with the jump scare on there afterwards, but Tux is not scared. Happy to bring out the friends. Like, got the power of friendship on their side, but not the power of throws. That's all Sukinoe.
Sukinoe still gets the corner combo. We have a full meter. I believe we're going to go ahead and cash out with the super right now. And I'm a betting man. I think this will kill. Yes, it will. Sukinoe. Yes, Sukinoe managing to thread the needle and stopping all this bull cruddery that Tux can throw.
Had enough time on there to go ahead, like apply the token on there one more time, but they get hit with the low coming in from the friendship.
Yeah, we're getting the homies, and this is the reason why Lowain is so disgusting. There's a lot of moves such as Sam and Tommy and Catalina bot that allow him to act independent. So you're able to attack on multiple fronts, and this should be the party poppers. Nope, down slash, down slash, down slash, down slash, down slash. No party poppers. Instead, we're just gonna loop these until we get the guitar knee slide. Knee slide.
Human pyramid attack. And you were talking about the basketball earlier. That, like, Lowain is balling.
He's balling, but more importantly, he's frauding.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead with the fault. Someone send me and tell me one more time. Get denied. Get out of my personal space. But we taunt out with the parry. We're gonna go ahead with the back throw back in there in the favor of Suki.
But there's the over-reliable. I was wondering we were going to see him. And there's the running heavy to the back. Rocket trying to catch some sort of crossover opportunity. Sukinoe seems rather comfortable in this matchup until Sammy and Tommy come up. If you can't beat him a 1-on-1, turn it to a 3-on-1.
Catalina Laserbot with the assist on there. Put that on the scoreboard stats afterwards here. We're going to just go ahead with the DP spin. You have another one to go with it. You should be able to finish that. There you go.
Finishes off with the Y, and you know what? Ultimate awesome sauce. As a commentator, I love Lowain's move names because they're so easy to remember. Hell Wheel, Catalina Bot, Awesome Sauce, come at me, bro.
Yeah, the big thing I always have trouble with is, like, I don't know which one's Sammy and which one's Tommy, unfortunately, like on there. Maybe chat can help me out, help me learn on that. In the meantime, though, we're going to go in, gets onto the other side with a dash overhead. This is going to be giving Tux advantage in the corner.
And that was going to be one of the homies got popped. And Sukinoe finds the low. We're back to the middle screen. And as long as we... Oh, wow! Downtown with Punish Raging Strike? Okay. Catalina Bot, Awesome Sauce. And we're going to go ahead and use Sammy and Tommy to do a mix-up situation.
Just goes in for the throw at the Ferry. And even had time for a little meal after.
Awesome Sauce, no real big combo. Sukinoe stuck in the corner. This is where things get really bad. You could threaten so many moves. Will we have the Catalina bot? Yes, we will. Have the punch, go for the overhead, and we find the jump in.
Oh, and you got the Skybound art on deck to make it happen. I'm on it. Suki's not been able to get anything started and may not even get a chance Stoner. If it does, he got one little shot. Hasn't had a chance to get even the token put on them to be able to get really threatened with the DP on there afterwards here. But Catalina bot coming out to play.
And this is going to go for chip damage, and still Sukinoe had just enough, but the far medium from Tux allows him to get that second game. And what that first game was, okay, cool. That second game, I saw the number switch. I'm like, you get wrong. Hey chat, still question, that doesn't actually affect anything. Can Lowain heal to full HP with food and can still get a perfect? Yeah, that is an interesting question. I would say yes, maybe a full health, but I haven't seen it happen.
Yeah, truth be told, I've not tested that myself. Usually in games like that, when you restore back to health, like full health, you still get the perfect on the engine in there. Right now, we're not going to have a chance to test that out at all here because Suke is getting in with the low on there afterwards. We're going to get to that last third of the life bar in here. Tux has SSVA on deck. Going to go ahead with the denial into the Catalina bot, but now Suke with the great blocking.
Yeah, but again, Sam and Tommy over to the throw. That's going to put Tux at full meter. And the Catalina bot is just going to force Suke to do something big. And they go for the super, but gets blocked instead.
And here comes Iggy coming out for the Mario Party. Going to help out on here afterward.
Got to play perfectly.
Oh, unfortunate. Now he's not going to have another life to make that happen for this one. And Iggy wins this time.
Iggy always wins. I'm wondering, you know, maybe she could do better than be with Lowain.
Maybe just likes having fun with the crew on there afterwards here. But we're gonna go in with the U-Skill Awesome Sauce in here. It sets up enough time for the boys to come out with the overhead afterwards here. Now both of them are coming out to play. We're keeping up the pressure.
I also gotta say, you know, since we're talking about your food choices, Lowain's a bit, you know, Lowain loving salads. Good choice. Good choice.
You know, you gotta watch out. You gotta check out the food pyramid from time to time. Goes in for get the meat, get the protein on there, and it gets the round to finish things out with a finish. That's a 3-0
versus the Djeeta. And
Djeeta.
Djeeta.
Yeah.
Djeeta. Yeah, Djeeta. I love watching this character play because of the Rekkas, you're going to the corner. Period.
Oh yeah, 100% of the time on there. Of course, like we've seen a little bit of Cagliostro going in with like setting you up, like getting you pushed over like an air hockey puck back into the corner you go. So it could be a very visceral match on here. I love, like, we haven't seen some Djeeta in a moment, at least me personally on there. Of course, Gamera has been rocking a little bit of the Djeeta this weekend on AWT Finals. But we're going to see what Desquido can do against gaymercowboy's Cagliostro.
Let's talk about Djeeta real quick. Djeeta, the other half of the Shoto pair, the Ken, a little bit more aggressive. And because of this Rekka, her damage is a lot more reliable than
Okay, we're going to go ahead, fire off the shotgun blast a little bit here as we go in, and we're waiting for the teleport on there. Like, and yeah, like being able to like get that corner carry, just definitely a boon on that. But we'll go ahead, get the knife back into neutral.
And Destin doesn't slowly losing onto the life leads. But gaymercowboy only has one crystal, so they can really get blown up in one touch. We go for the skybound. How does it hit? No!
Oh, beautiful dodge right there from Desquido, and had the perfect positioning on there to get the punish afterwards too. So one round up here. They try to go in for the 6XL and nothing to be found.
Really great example of it's not when you dodge, it's where you dodge. 6XL still manages to get the pickup off the teleport. Cagliostro though hits the calculated. And there's did you see that 6XL over the trap, man?
Actually was able to get the follow-up on here, but we're going to go into the corner we go. We're going to hit that combo limit here pretty soon. And we don't have a lot in terms of meter here, so we're going to have to like build it up as we get the confirm into the 6XL. Too far away to go ahead with the follow-up on here, but gaymercowboy is going to go ahead with that triple attack into the Raging Chain.
But we spent all of our Brave Pistols, and we know that it is a damage amplifier. As we said, Djeeta has so much reliable damage, and even at this, oh baby!
Yeah, and that's the other thing too. That's the other thing too. If you don't have any BP to make the counters happen, you don't have anywhere else to be. You better be good at the dodge button because Desquido is going to be 10.
Dodge, dip, duck, dive, and dodge, or in this case, Djeeta has taken this first game, and now gaymercowboy. I like gaymercowboy going full cowboy mode, putting it all in the shooter, but fortunately that cowboy didn't have any bullets left in the revolver. Let's see if this showdown gets a little bit goes their way.
It is definitely high noon in terms of the ladder bracket ending, so everything counts at this point here. You want to get at least one more win just to put it on the standings on here, have you a better chance to get into that top 8.
So it's only the first game. There's definitely time to go in, but again, gaymercowboy has to find some way to stop Desquido and having this easy, reliable damage be a problem.
Well, good fight to the middle part of your life bar because of that damage too here. Happy to finish it off on the ender. Goes ahead with the reversal on there. So good use of that to get away, but not for very much longer here. Shotgun blast, get back into neutral. Tries to go in for the throw. But here we go with that Rekka one more time. That's all you needed to finish that round off.
All reliable damage. It is the bologna sandwich of Granblue. You ain't messing it up, but you're definitely gonna mess up that DP. Great pickup from gaymercowboy. Gets the air off the teleport one more time. It's a little too short off the 6XL, and we back away. Okay, keep away, but can you put your opponent away?
Well, right now it's a lot of air balls happening on here. We're gonna go in for the strike afterwards here. Okay, check out with the low on there in the 6XL. Tried and true. Going to get the confirm that Desquido was looking for.
The heavy DP, holding it down, but gets caught with the crouching L and the crouching U. Oh no, pretty bad, but the back throw, no trap in there. It's still gaymercowboy's corner, but Desquido can definitely finish it off. Yep.
Blocks on the Alexandria, gets the punish on there afterwards, and that's going to be number 2 for Desquido.
Gaymercowboy this is the second time we've seen Cagliostro. We're not able to get these elaborate setups, wanting to brawl with Desquido and resorting to air normals to mix things up. Oh, good jumping all over the shotgun. Got the trap in, wanted the DP over it. Now Gaymercowboy starting to feel they're back in the saddle.
Yeah, back in the saddle on a steel horse. Cagliostro rides on here with the statue at the very end. I do like how gaymercowboy has been continuously calling out these DPs for Desquido and actually stepping back to make sure that Djeeta falls into the trap and start that damage round.
That is true, but this lead is slipping away from them, and we know Desquido, they can win rounds off of it. Air combo, the DP, I like the decision. Try to cash it in, but Desquido so close to 100 meter. Gets the raging strike one more time. There's the skybound R. I think it's gonna kill. Oh my God, risky sweep. The cowboy was taken out with less than a pixel of health on Djeeta's side.
Unforgiven on that, especially. So, yeah, as soon as we got into the cinematic, all hope was absolutely lost on their set point for Desquido. Wow.
Destin runs into the chain one more time. Desquido, just such reliable damage, man. Anytime a button's hit, you're losing at least a quarter of your life.
Counter coming out into play here. Too far away for the calculated. You called it out earlier. Just runs on through. Desquido is not afraid. We're just gonna go running through with the 6XL afterwards on the trap. Oh, waits out on the teleport on. Not enough for the wall bounce, but in your last chance.
Oh, jump back, excellent decision. And now it's Desquido's turn. Finally, we land the super that was denied to us. Take one of those brave kisses. We're in the air. Oh, that was so dangerous.
Oh, that was the right idea, but just a little bit off on there. Unfortunately, was able to pick it up afterwards and get
choices, and I definitely got it with Vicky.
Well, let me tell you, Fidgeties with the Vikala is one of the more well-known Vikala players out there. So has been showcasing this character quite a bit, especially with the recent changes in in the positive forward in the patch notes here. Of course, Vidril, long-time UL player on it, so we're going to see a lot of back and forth as we get proper setup for the cannons going into play. Get a little bit of the star happening on there, sending out the mites for the DP on the Ferry, but we're going to go ahead with kind of back and forth. A lot of action happened, but mostly the damage for Fidgeties.
And Fidgeties definitely wants to fight near those cannons. The last thing you want to do is have a duel up in your face because Vicky doesn't have a lot of good reversal options. But who needs to reverse anything when you're in the corner destroying your opponent? And Vidril, a very decisive loss against Fidgeties, but that's only the first round.
Yeah, Vidril's spending a lot of time actually trying to avoid a lot of the cannon fire, a lot of the projectiles nonsense that Fidgeties has access to with Vikala on there. So wasn't able to get anything earlier in the first half of it. And not going to get anything with the first half of this one either, because half that life bar is already gone against Vidril, and the traps are set up. I think Vidril's going to have to think about a way to approach on this. Just going to get hit.
You can see that Fidgeties was stopping so much stuff. Vidril was attempted to use Starlight in the Sky to get in, and this is a real disadvantage for Yule. Yule doesn't have the best ways to get a lot of projectiles. You typically just see them run in and war dance their way in, so we want to stay close.
Of course, it's hard to stay close on there too. You have the cannon set up in there. You got that far H that Vikala has access to on that. It's going to actually snuff out a lot of the attention that with the forward dash momentum that Yule has. But we do get in. We go in and follow up. We're going to have to go for a reset on it, but we do get the corner. Fox playing to keep that plus on there afterwards and have to use VDP to get away, but unfortunately into the cannon range.
And this is one thing that you see Vidril doing is we're waiting to use the heavy Starlight Sky as just a quick way to skip neutral, but unfortunately, Fidgeties has the corner one more time. Went for the throw, good tech from Vidril, and Vidril goes in for the big dash, but Fidgeties had the proper spacing to stop him.
Battle 2. Engage.
Okay, going into next round, anti-air on it, sitting out the Wrath and the Chompers on the bit here. You had like plenty of time in there to go with the 5H just for the air on block wall on there afterwards, and get denied with the cheese pillow, the 6XL. Oh, it's made out of pillow. You can't eat that one. It's not like you can't eat the spikes out or anything else being thrown by Belial right now.
Yeah, Vidril unfortunately is eating all of this block pressure as their health slowly trips away. Great time off of the bust down, and now Vidril back to the middle screen.
Get caught with the follow-up on there afterwards. Follow the bouncy star. That's got a big amount of trouble in there. Not able to get any of the distance in there. Try to go in for the dive afterwards here. And a lot of cannons, a lot of chompers, a lot of plays out in here. And Fidgety's having a ball.
It is, and you know, you really got cheesed out. The real cheese, not the pillow time. Fidgety is off that second game, 1-3 situation. Both of these people are fighting for their tournament in life. And Vidril, I like this decision, Risky. Going to the character select screen.
Yeah, no, like in the chat was saying, eight and a massive amount of chip damage just from that alone, and they're having to hold it down. That kind of rethinking the process, and we do see the Beatrix coming out for Vidril, maybe changing up, reticulating those splines a little bit as we go back in. They're locked into the Beatrix though.
Oh, Beatrix! I believe that. Do you think this is because of riding free? Riding free allows us to negate a lot of projectiles and dodge them, so that could be one of the other things to do.
Yeah, you do have the low profile that comes in with riding free on there as a potential, away from some of the DP projectile that Fidgety's has access to. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to do anything right now as you're stuck in the corner, dealing with the Wrath and the Stars. We're playing a little bit of Kirby Dreamland with it all that, but we get in with the Far L instead.
But we serving up that gourmet course with 2 dashing lights, and you see Vidril going for the quarter circle back as another way to go over. And underneath, there's the riding free that we were talking about earlier, and Vidril pressuring. That's just, I see Beatrix do that a lot. Dash L pressure.
Oh yeah, it's exceptionally good, especially when you've got a lot of tools that just approach in ways that you could not do in there. Not only is just the riding free like you alluded to, you got access to Thunderbird, you got the shotgun blast on top of that. You're not going to have any of that in here as Fidgety's goes into set point, bringing out the rainbow with the Raging Chain. Make it happen.
It's so funny when you see this really fun rainbow move. Oh yeah, that's the Raging Strike.
Just want to have a good time, even with the damage.
Just eating so much chip, and that's the thing when you fight a zoner. When you're blocking, you still are losing. You want to get in right to the fucking teeth trap, and still Fidgety has the screen pressure.
Yeah, a lot of that 5H. Oh, that one more hit is all you need. You can't stay in the corner. Chip would be a really big priority on here.
The riding free goes right over the teeth. We should have the corner, and Vidril has the pressure, but the Brave counter puts him on the wrong side of town. You can't take any of that move, and Fidgety's just clean sweeps it.
Oh, and the vision was there. Vidril had the...
Is it Seahawks or you? Y'all say Seahawks or 6? What is it?
Depending on the language selection, it doesn't matter in there. But I've heard 6, Seahawks. I like mixing them up just to confuse people. I'll be honest. I'm not gonna.
Thank you. Well, you're mixing me up, okay? You're doing a great job. Seahawks, a favorite of fellow Granblue commentator NM. He loves their ninjas. A highly mobile character with the ability to just dive kick from full screen, bro.
Believe in victory.
Yeah, I know Riazzo was playing around with a couple of different characters. I know what I think was playing with the. Oh, I'm forgetting what they were playing with earlier in the week. It doesn't matter because we do have the Seahawks on the screen on there. I'm going with the hologram projectiles going into the closer. Go with the corner on top of that on here. Looking for that combo limit setup, but we're not going to get anything for it.
Oh my God, this is just non-stop offense, Riazzo, and we're going to definitely clean up with 2 Raging Strikes. And that's a decisive first round, but it's only the first round, especially when you play a ninja character. It's only a matter of time that your pressure stops working.
Yeah, especially when you have access to, you got your Berserker Barrage, you got your Shizuru Shift on there afterwards. You got access to plenty of good tools that Seahawks has that have only been buffed in more recent patches. But right now, Yoro Sensei finally getting a good dose of damage on their side here.
And this is what we were talking about. You can only have this non-stop offense for long, and now your Sensei easily clears that up, barely taking any damage. A real reversible fortune. Now we're tied 1 round apiece. This next one is going to turn the first game, and who gets the early lead.
Early on with get on the dive, going to get the full dish of damage on here afterwards from Ryazo. Check it out with the cancel out there. Just does nothing, waiting for Your Sensei to hit a button.
Your Sensei spent the Brave Crystal for nothing, and Ryazo is going to hold on to this corner pressure. Keep jabbing it in. Will we? Oh my god, just 2 jabs in.
Now, Ryazo's been piloting this character for quite some time. No surprise that it has been making sure to get a smooth 3-point landing on top of everything on their first one going to Ryazo.
And this is going to be loser's top. This is still on the loser's side, so both of these players are fighting for their tournament life. You know it's disheartening to spend 2 hours climbing the ladder only to get kicked out of the bracket in your first game, and both people want to avoid that fate.
The gates of hell a little bit into the EX follow-up on there. Actually was enough to go ahead with the wall bounce, and perfect timing on the U skill to go ahead and get a setup on there afterwards, and deny to be Your Sensei from escaping this corner. Continue the tirade.
Let's continue that tirade with our Skybound art, and this should not kill because of ninja damage, but it's only a matter of time that Your Sensei falls in. Neutral jump. Okay, we got a little bit of damage on board, and I like this decision. Let's just drain the last Brave Crystal of our opponent and make them as fragile as possible.
Yeah, it's all or nothing at this point. You got to put all the chips on the table, throw out the big hammer, and actually even pulling away. That actually locking down Ryazo for a brief moment was a good idea to maintain you know where Ryazo is going to be. Unfortunately, was able to go in with the six claw execution at the very end and get the round.
So let's see if Your Sensei will do that again. That was an option that they haven't done all set, and it works pretty well. If you can pin your opponent to the floor, be it knockdown or 2B chicanery, do it. It sure beats getting comboed in the corner.
Oh, dive in on the gates of hell afterwards on here. This should be it on here. If we use a Skybound art, of course we do. The perfect for number 2.
Ryazo is unrelenting and unstoppable with their Seox. That's 2 games up. Your Sensei, what are we going to do? We're going to hit restart. They see the vision, they believe in their 2B, and they want to make sure that getting out is not to be for them.
No change in the setup from there, realizing that they can continue up the Blitzkrieg afterwards. But we do get the parry coming in from Your Sensei. Denial coming back from Ryazo, and just goes in for the DP to make sure I want my turn, please give it to me.
That's one thing that Your Sensei is starting to realize. If my opponent's always going to press, this is the time to start using reversal options and take it back from them. Oh, then they were in the air, couldn't really get anything off of that pickup, and Brave kind of creeping in the corner, and Ryazo busts out both of these people, 1 crystal apiece.
The lead, it just goes in for the throw. Smart decision on there afterwards. You know that massive amount of damage, you're still in the game.
And this is where Ryazo has to realize, hey, I'm losing a lot of my turns because of these DPs and reversals. Will they start playing less offensive? Will they respect their opponent more? Because Your Sensei is taking every reversal option they have and hitting with it.
A bit of a shift up in here, the pause from the triple attack, just go over for the overhead. But getting rewarded for it. Back into the corner we go. We got that full bar waiting to be used potentially on here afterwards here. Your Sensei is still going to have a chance on here afterwards and has a full skill meter to work with to maybe begin something, but we're just going to hold out, get the back throw.
We have 50 meter on deck. Your Sensei making a considerable amount of meter. Blocking it in. Ryazo, they're so close to being killed. Both of these people 1 combo away from death. Your Sensei though, 100 meter, but that's still not going to stop them from this combo from coming into the face as Ryazo uses the Raging Strike to the Raising Chain, and they'll be raising their win rate just 1 more number.
A set point, here we come on there. Your Sensei trying to get in there with a couple cross-ups on there. Finally gets in with the jumping heavy a little bit, but couldn't get anything off of it. Just happy to go for the throw after.
Still reliable damage. Now let's see if Your Sensei is going to use one of those DP options, especially on the run up. No, we're going to down back and block, and there's the DP, gets the knockdown. Ooh, Map. Okay, Brave reversal.
Meet up with the air-to-air on there afterwards here. This could be a good chance. You have the BP to spin here. Going to be out of the combo limit hits first, and it's time for Ryazo to go in. Throw her out, but we go ahead with the dodge coming in from Yoro Sensei. Going to make the knockdown, stay alive, put the 1 to their name.
Oh, that was so risky. Ryazo went for something big, wanted to get some sort of chip kill, but they forgot about the spot dodge, and Yoro Sensei gets a much needed win, but they're going to need to tie it up.
Time to put up the magnetism of the bomb on them afterwards, but it gets immediately taken away from the damage from Ryazo. Back in the corner you go.
Sensei spends a Brave counter. Get in. We're still in the neutral screen, floating in, double jumping to see if Ryazo commits to any crazy button. No, but look at the defense on this guy.
Gonna go in with the invincible, just stopping up. Like everything on there, uses the BP to get away and trying to find that button. Yoro Sensei's not biting on it. Oh, like a lot of blocking, holding down, and using a lot of that maneuverability from Pod to get out of some situations.
All right, good use of the reversal from Yoro Sensei, still finding the hits when they can, but Ryazo, okay, I like this decision.
Yeah, I felt like was still up in the air. Didn't get a lot out of it, unfortunately, here to Yoro Sensei's benefit. But that other connecting flight, you're going to be able to connect that with the Raging Strike on there and set point yet again for Ryazo.
Ryazo, as was here before, but Yoro Sensei was able to bring it back for one more game. Can they have another set in them?
Into the empty hand, waiting out for it, but Yoro Sensei's seen that time and time again.
Yoro Sensei a lot more aggressive now, jumps over the Berserker Barrage, but falls victim to the Raging Strike. That's still going to allow Ryazo to get the corner combo, and we don't have enough for the Skybound art. We definitely have enough to hold the pressure and keep it going.
We tried to go up and get a button, but Yoro Sensei was faster on it after all. We're gonna go bring over with the harpoon, get over there, finish out the round, keep alive still.
Yoro Sensei can easily tie this up, but Ryazo not wanting to let themselves lose so easily. But Yoro Sensei, look at the resilience of this fighter.
Oh yeah, you have enough distance on there to go ahead with the higher up. Oh, we tried to go over the Raging Strike on there afterwards. Ryazo was quicker on the trigger afterwards here, setting up for another combo reset.
And now Ryazo has the corner. He's definitely going to make that 100 meter. If we lock this in for the Skybound art, which we will, we're going to go ahead and take that third set. Ryazo ultimately eliminating Yoro Sensei from this practice. Destin's Galleon.
All right, yeah, so bringing back the Galleon, coming in. Dragalia has played the Vicky a little bit from time to time on there.
Oh, hit him with the J-Wong.
yeah, with the give the heart and the thumbs up on there afterwards. But I'm not really surprised. I'm a little surprised we weren't seeing the Martin Armaya, but definitely has been playing a lot of Vikala, as we can see right now with the pressure.
Oh, thank you. I see a code has been redeemed, but Destin taking a cannonball into the face, and this Skybound art will definitely take this round. Just throw everything at him. Hey, you know what those tiny cannons and tiny cannonballs remind me of? You'll appreciate this, Risky.
What
Remember that old arcade game where you shoot the cannon to knock out the clown's teeth?
Oh yeah, like those ones like with the like I always feel like those balls would hurt to get hit by it. Like
it does,
like
but then
they're like the solid clay-like balls.
Yeah, but then it's that sound of that sound. That's what I remember.
Very satisfied vacuum tube of the sound for sure.
That is a vacuum.
Use them.
That is a vacuum tube. It hits him with the J-Wong one more time. Destin getting stuck in the corner. Dragalia with this amazing pressure offense. Destin finally gets out of the combo corner and gets the side switch and dunks him right there. Get in there, you rat!
All right, and actually, like, being able to slide in with the 2M on there afterwards from Dragalia, being able to actually move Perpetual forward has been a boon to Vikala players everywhere. We're trying to go in with the 5U coming in from Destin. Doesn't get anything for it a second time, but the stars are coming out tonight. It's all coming up. Dragalia, as we keep getting the items we need.
Da 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 da. You will eat this corner pressure now.
Spike ball throwing out the rat. more choppers coming out to play in the 5-8, even like threatened with a lot of this character. And right now, Destin's not able to do much from it, unfortunately.
No, but Destin is holding on to their life ever so dearly, but the longer we stay in here, oh, but drops the rock!
Yeah, well, unfortunately on level 1, so wasn't able to get a whole lot more than that. Hold it down, send it out the rock one more time. This time you have to use your skill for it, so spend a little bit of meter, but clap your hands, say yeah, bring it down. You just need to stomp the rat just one more time.
Yeah! Stomp, stomp, clap. Dragalia taking a loss, and Destin so patient with Galleon.
Gonna go in for the reset on there afterwards, but it's a clean jump in coming in for Dragalia. Doesn't get really a whole lot for it. Into the roll dodge from Destin. Going to keep that plus with the will of the earth afterwards, and another roll dodge just to get back into the corner.
Destin's holding on to the cannonball. We now move to the star. But the dashing light from Destin finds the mark. We have 100 meter. Let's spend it.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, this is like the opening part of this Skybound art is one of my favorites in the game, just for like the little pause and like how the screen shakes a little bit. It's like, and like all the silence on there afterwards. And Destin showcased that perfectly, finishing out the round, taking the first game.
That's your favorite part? Not the part where Galleon just licks her lips?
I mean, you know, I might enjoy several parts of it, but regardless of that, keep it up. Going in with a super jump into the choppers one more time. Dragalia's not taking that lying down.
Yeah, hey, I'm just going to go ahead and fight you with this. Holy cow, let's go, Dragalia.
Great coming out one more time. That was a lot of damage. That was an insane round for Dragalia.
That was button damage. That wasn't even item damage, dude.
Yeah.
That was good old-fashioned punch to face damage.
Destin trying to go in for that 5U again, but didn't watch for the approaching Dragalia on there afterwards. Had enough time to set up the cannons on there afterwards, and we're going in for the 5U just to go ahead and get the Rose anti-air throw.
Pressure, spend some of their meter. No, we're blocking to get some chip to death.
You know, we got enough time thanks to that 2M approaching a little bit forward. You got more than enough time to continue the combo right into the Skybound art one more time. Still gotta finish the job though.
But still, this is only the second game, and Destin finally gets the corner situated. Turnabout's fair play. We still have 100 meter, but Dragalia has 2 crystals.
Oh, and gets it early on, beats out on the Raging Strike coming in for Dragalia. So this is going to be a great opportunity. Actually going to get the round, absolutely for sure. Bring out the big slap.
Knock that rat right out here, and Destin getting a little chip underneath their name. If they take this round, it's going to be 2-0 against Dragalia. Winner's semifinal, fighting for a guaranteed top 3 position.
I love how we've been roll dodging, trying to like use the momentum in here from Galleon to get away from it, and like actually being able to keep up the pressure of the result, not letting Dragalia get away with some of the things that we were seeing from Fidgeties in the previous set.
And that's absolutely true. You don't want to let Vicky get into our ideal range. If we keep the pressure on and keep it tight, they're going to have a really hard time on establishing their offense.
And just like that, opts to go in for the DP. It gets blocked by Destin, ready for it on there afterwards here. And that should be all you need to set up the Meteorite on here afterwards. Wait for that final blow, and we're just going to go in for another roll. Dodge ready for the final hit. Get the throw. Up 2.
Galleon is definitely cooking tonight. And I'm wondering, will our Vicky switch characters?
So Dragalia does have the tried and true Narmaya out in play. I'm noticing the trend with a lot of players that because we're near the end, it's a final season, people trying different characters on there. But we're not going to have that tonight. We're just going to go right into it. I see the Narmaya coming out with the sword.
Oh, no, Mara, this is another character who could bypass projectiles by flipping over him or slashing through them. So let's see if this has a little bit easier time navigating the Galleon.
Right now, a lot of denial actually happening on here. Destin opting to go in for a reset on there to try to keep the pressure more, but gets the 6XL. Will of the Earth use skill. Misses on the follow-up, unfortunately, but you know what? Happy accidents are a thing.
Still, Destin has such a heavy life lead and the corner. And Dragalia, oh man, that's a big counter, and Galleon takes that first round.
Destin making that mark. It's like I've seen the teleport flip coming in from probably Dragalia more often than not. Was just ready for it. The weight on the ground was in a perfect position to make that happen.
So we go for the quarter circle forward, and now the approach from Dragalia. This is good damage, good positioning. And Galleon, it's a dunk. Back in the center.
Expensive. Yeah, expensive though. Doesn't have a lot of meter to work with. Building up enough to at least get a raging chain on there afterwards, but going to get the brave counter back into the middle we go.
Dragalia goes for one of their specials. Neutral jump. Still good knockdown from Dragalia.
Oh, we are ducking on that. We're noticing on the 5U. Trying to spot dodge on the follow-up on the dash in, and it's going to be Dragalia with the active frames finishing that out.
Dragalia using the Narmaya. I could see why. More abilities to cancel projectiles and get out of there. So Destin needs to play a little bit more crazy. If they do it their way, then Narmaya is just going to bully them out.
Destin's been using a lot of that 5H in there just to like get in the whip, like waiting for those opportunities here. But now, getting stuck in that mid-range, having follow-up. Good blocking though.
Oh man, good use of the spot dodge. Destin showing that classic Destin style patience. Finds the jab in and proceeds to pull the beating on Dragalia.
Far away on that 5U on there afterwards here. By holding down, Destin opting to go for the dodge a lot. That might be effective. Maybe Dragalia started to notice that and answering it like in kind for a lot of it. Still in the lead at this and going in for the transient one more time. We're still in the game. It's now 2-1.
Man, Dragalia, this switching character has been doing pretty well for them. Destin off to a rather aggressive start for them.
Destin found enough time in there to go ahead and set up the Vira. Immediately spins on that. They're going to get the follow-up with the 5U into Bedrock Blast.
And the far A from Destin playing some damage, dropping the rock on her opponent, and Dragalia forced to run in close.
Sets in coming up with the Will of the Earth. Gets denied, a little too far away for a punish potentially on there, but we get the corner as a result of that brave counter.
Expensive one, but sometimes you have to pay it in order to play. But Destin still lands a big opening, doesn't get the command throw follow-up that they always look for, allowing Dragalia to go back and recoup.
I like the delay on the Setsuna on there, just a little bit of light damage on that. Keep it on the same side. No DP left for Destin. Not that it matters. Any hit's going to kill at this point.
That's the hit that's going to kill. That is the hit that's going to kill.
Battle 2. Engage.
Galleon is looking for a defeated Dragalia. We are so close to auto-qualifying for these finals.
This would be a good position for Destin to get in on here afterwards. Enough time to set up the level 2, so that's going to be plenty of time for opportunity in this combo afterwards. You didn't even get the side switch thanks to the 6H. Love to see that.
Oh man, Galleon is doing some workouts here against Narmaya, and Narmaya looking for these big reversal buttons but can't really quite find it, and Destin will drop the rock in one more time. Here's the reset. Do we use the super for a third time? No, we're just going to tag him with the far special.
Have the distance on there, don't have to risk too much at that point. The meteorite's got you covered. Good move.
Get the confirm. That's a good confirm from Dragalia. We're going to land before our opponent, but still, Destin will jab out. Such a brave opportunity, and we turn it into a command grab.
Yeah, Primordial Grasp gets marked. Haven't seen that a whole lot from Destin, but when it has, it's been working very well. Trying to go and uses the use kill DP, the invincibility of that, to go ahead, set up level 2 for the Meteorite.
That is a pretty good situation for Destin to be in, but Dragalia has a lot of life left. Cross-up situation. Good defense from Destin. Throw the trap out, but no, Dragalia is not biting.
Left Setsuna coming out to play. Doesn't want to risk it. Destin's been calling out a lot of these teleports in the follow-up here. Maybe rethinking on that. Get denied. Back into Meteorite range.
What's a good way to get your opponent back? Just got to hit him. And Galleon, just one block move away, but no. Look at that. What a miraculous comeback from the character. The new girl.
We got the Ilsa coming out for here. So definitely, like I said earlier, love that like all our moves are named after Ed Guy albums, like songs rather on that. Even like even in the Japanese version of it, they're using the Ed Guy songs like on there. So it's really cool to see. But we got the Lowain from Incendiate. Never mind, I misspoke on that, but yeah, Incendiate definitely on the Lowain on there. So
Incendiate's Lowain, we know what this character can do. Sam and Tommy, Hellwheel, and Catalina Rabat are allowing us to attack multiple people. But Iago with the DLC character.
Believe in victory. Battle.
Yeah, the Ilsa. Ilsa looks so cool.
Oh yeah, no, 100% on there. We got you have access to the bullets for the enhanced versions on that, and that may there may be some good things that Iago can do here to really deny some of the corner pressure on there, like being able to use like I believe it's Even Song, the DP on there. If we get the enhanced version to really call that out, keep a plus on there afterwards if you have the bullets to make it work. Right now, denying the boys from partying at all, goes in for the 6XL on here. We're going to go in for the waltz afterwards, set up the bomb after. Okay.
And now Ilsa playing on the defensive end, blocks the jump in, and throws the DP. Great use of patience. Ilsa tags Lowain off of the roll. Insignia just going to have to watch the character play. He uses the dummy, but still gets the crossover. And we're going to, we'll have to press the Brave Kiss Crystals and the offense forward.
Happy to go in, gets the low on there. A boon to Incendiate, because was like at the low on that afterwards. Going to get that confirmed and the round.
Well, that's Lowain for you, right? Just stealing stuff and making people mad.
Making a little bit of mischief in there on there afterwards. We're going to go use the jumping U to like stop the trajectory in the middle, try to keep it close up here, but Incendiate was ready for it on there afterwards. Goes in with the Raging Chain afterwards into the wall. Bounce we go.
Tech throw from Garrett. We're holding on to this pressure. And great challenge. Got a full combo too.
Big counter hit on that. The red stuff coming out to play. So you're going to get that wall bounce. You've got a little bit of meter. Use that 25% into the U skill, using it all, but not enough.
Oh no, but still, Incendiate walks into that standing jab from Garrett. Good combo finish, but still a light from Incendiate ends that round.
First one going to Incendiate there. We're keeping on with the Ilsa. We've been playing this character for a little while.
The character also looks so sick, so let's go ahead and make more people want to buy passes for her.
Oh yeah, 100. Yeah, I'm down. I'm down for it. Just put it on with the awesome sauce on there. Get the denial on the Catalina bot as we go in for the Sacred Hell one more time.
And Incendiate walks in with the Y string, allowing ourselves to get this corner combo.
To the back throw, go ahead, set out the human pyramid. It's time. Oh yeah, have the armor to worry about here. Time to play the mini game, and we're guessing right on that slide, breaking the
wow. That was the best I ever seen someone guess the pyramid.
Yeah, a lot of the high-level players are starting to get used to this, especially when having to fight Incendiate on this. So we're going to go ahead, set up the truth and We were able to jump just over it, but you still have to deal with the Sacred Hell, the lasers gunning for you.
Battle
Yeah, just
two. Engage.
that puts the round up for Yago. Now Yago can take this, can tie it up in one more of this.
We're playing to shoot 'em up right now. We used nearly all of our 9 bullets. We have 1 remaining just in case we need it later. Nope.
That's why you shoot outside the screen.
Yes, reload.
Reload, look, shoot outside the screen. Yago slams it in. Oh, that's some big combo damage, and we're still gonna keep long practice. Sam and Tommy allow Incendiate to bust out. OD awesome sauce to the Catalina pressure, and okay, we have this corner.
Got it into the reset. Sammy and Tommy coming out to help get the confirm on here. Tried and true. Not have enough, but before they can even get the 100%, Iago was able to get the punish on here afterwards. Get the follow-up, yeah, use that BP and turn things around. The table to turn.
That's still, though, only one game. First to 2 situation, Yago versus Synn. And Synn hasn't been able to do their Lowain chicanery, don't you think?
Battle 1.
A lot of it's actually been denied. As soon as the Catalina bots come out, Iago's been able to shut that out, especially if you're having to fire out the laser, you let it come with a longer reaching attacks on it. I don't think we've seen a whole lot of it, but Iago has access to a great 2H with Ilsa on here. But we're going to go on to the other side. No chance of that happening right now because it's the Incendiate show.
Especially after that cross-up, the DP stops the homies from going in, and that's where Iago gets the corner by just jumping over old school style.
One more time, going to bring it down into the corner. Sends out only one of the boys. Like,
all right, one throw in. Incendiate, will they throw again? No. Iago holding on to that corner, holding on to that pressure, but the jump A.
Going to bring it out here. Wanting to go for the chip damage here. Very much a chip damage. Oh, didn't quite get it, but next hit is going to confirm. Oh, you know what? We're just going to get the confirm. We're not even.
Yeah, just get the confirm. Get the confirm off the stand heavy. They were hiding the Granblue tech.
Too hot for stream.
Too hot. You know, AD of the team, we're getting ready for it. And now Ilsa has really found one of the answers to Lowain pressure, and that is long-reaching, piercing projectiles. So Sam and Tommy are not part of the equation.
No, they're getting denied on it. We're seeing a lot of that Sacred Hell, the laser coming back out now, the big laser. Throw out with the drone. We're just going to ignore it all together as we try to keep up and close and personal. Use the BP each.
Now Incendiate is forced to use the Hell Wheel. Oh no, we weren't able to shoot one of the bros, and they take one for our homie Lowain. Catalina and to the Raging Strike, of course. We've seen this a lot before, haven't we?
We absolutely have, and we're going to see it again one more time on there into the BP. Oh, that we're just now showing off a little bit. Bring out the Roman candles because we're in set point for Incendiate.
Now I know you're from Tennessee, because see, we call those the party poppers, but you people with your illegal fireworks call them Roman candles.
Let's go.
Oh wait, my bad. They're not illegal fireworks. They're just fireworks.
Yeah. Oh, I got stories about that. Right now, though, we're just tied up here. Incendiate is trying to get that one hit, but get denied. This time, the boys are not coming out to play. We're just going to keep up the pressure with the drone out.
Oh, Will, such a good special. Now the awesome shot. This guy one more time. Shot to the corner. We should be able to see the Raging Strike one more time. No, instead we're just going to do the bro setup.
Oh, the Catalina bot does get the hit on there, but doesn't get a lot out of it, unfortunately.
Oh, but that was the ultimate awesome sauce, and we know where this is going. Awesome sauce, awesome sauce, awesome sauce. It's like I'm eating Kane's chicken all over again.
Bringing out is like you have to pay extra for the awesome sauce.
No, they're moving on to loser qualifiers. Fidgets versus Dragalia, and they have picked the Seance, which is a very smart choice against Victor.
Yeah, going like with the full Technicolor on here. This is yeah, you were right. This is a good choice to have like on there. You got actually empty hand. You got a little bit of verticality on there. If you can stop Fidgeties from setting up the cannons, I think you have a really good shot of being able to play your video game on there. 6XLs are coming out to play, but the BB is going to get denied enough time for the spike ball to go into the cannon.
And this is what we were talking about. Chaos with the dive kick. Anytime Fidget throws out a projectile, they are risking casting for this exact reason. Oh man, why you beat up the little mouse girl?
She's trying to have a little bit of fun.
Dashing into Galleon again with the dive kick. And even on block, when you go it at that distance, you are plus. So you get to get free Seox Spectre. But look at this man. He is sandwiched between these two cannons. But hey, if you give a mouse a combo, you're gonna get your ramp.
Absolutely there. One thing, like going in for that empty hand dive kick time and time again, it's been working extremely well, like you were saying. So, right, Fidgeties is trying to like turn things around a little bit here. So we're gonna check out. We're gonna cancel out like hot Tesla reflexes on there and get the early dodge away from the empty hand. This time, Fidgeties is going to take advantage.
That's pretty much what's the one downside for a Seox is when he's on the opposite end, you know you're expecting a dive kick, so a spot dodge is easily going to stop that. No frames and get an opening. This is the part where we don't want Fidgeties in there, and now Regalia, wise decision, and the Berserker Barrage has already removed us from the cannon.
We're trying to keep you guessing on here. Fidgeties is not budging, not moving, not getting anything for it. It has enough time to set up a lot of items with the cannons.
Holding on to cannons, but Dragalia moved right to the front, uses the Berserker Barrage to maneuver them, but Fidgeties uses the classic Vicula buttons, puts the teeth down, takes a bite out of their losing streak.
Now with the Stu M on here afterwards here, but we're going to go away early on, gets away from the chompers.
And Dragalia is playing a different sort of movement game here, where every time that they are doing some sort of advance, we have to make sure that we go past. Oh, the spot dodge, Ringtext!
Got it in the end here, but we're having to hold down against all. I was trying to go in for the throw, gets blown up for the trouble of back where you started.
Party Popper Raging Strike. That, hey, what do you call a Raging Strike that was properly guessed on?
Raging Strike with cheese? I don't know.
No, for Vicula, it's a Reading Rainbow.
I can be anything, but not a winner in this round. Unfortunately, Fidgeties is going to be the winner.
Yeah, you like that? The Reading
Victory.
Rainbow?
Battle one.
Because Fidgeties red.
Engage.
Yeah.
Don't shoot me, Dad. Dragalia not getting shot here. Uses the fireball. Extremely good corner pressure. Fidgeties pushing him out with the cannons. Back to this neutral screen. And you can see Dragalia forcing this offense in.
We've seen a lot of dodges. Fidgeties going in with a 6XL and it's working. There we go. Reading Rainbow one more time. Bringing it out there. Helping out with the rats fighting fist for fist.
Forced to use the Brave Cannon. That's going to make the already fragile deck more fragile, but if you got 100 meter, I don't think we're going to have to worry about this, because this will be the kill.
Bringing it down. Even with the goofy mask and cat claws, Seox is still the coolest character that I would have designed in my teams on there. Like, have the moon in the background, bring it down. Empty hand has dive kicks for days.
Dude, I just realized those are cat claws. I think that's the buff. I think that's the buff. Yeah, you pick the cat claws to fight the mouse.
Yeah, you definitely go. You got to do a Tom and Jerry scenario on here. And Fidgeties is well aware of that here. Going into the Brave counter, throwing out those 5 H's from a far distance on here, but we got some really good dodges coming from Vermillion.
Oh, Fidgeties, this is what they want, to pile on that damage. Remember, they were able to deal 4K damage in the previous set, but now Dragalia, hyper-aggressive one, taking Fidgeties to the wrong side of town, and Fidgeties throwing the Morning Star, hits him with the J-Wong.
All right, get that Kodak moment happening on there. Okay. 6 execution gets the 9 on there. A lot of EX. Chance for chip damage is potential in the near future. But you know what? We just got a clean 2M instead.
Slide in there, baby. Fidgety's taking that round. A lot more competitive. It's not like Dragali's getting free offense, too.
And again, we're seeing it, the early spot dodge. Fidgety's waiting now for it with the 6XL, maintaining this pressure.
But I do agree, bro. Like, Seox would be the character that we would make in high school, and then you give yourself a name like Sephiroth, Assassin Katana.
Yeah, Mega Sephiroth or something like that.
Yeah, Mega Sephiroth.
Do not steal. Do not steal. Oh wait, hold on. Dragalia is stealing though. Dragalia is stealing. Gets the throw. We going in for another? No, we're just checking out.
Wing Ninja? No, Fidgety's not settling to be the Aerith in this situation and to fight their way out of it.
The bridge counter pointed out, but you know what? The chompers come out, chomping style on there afterwards. Fidgety is up too. And we're immediately going back in here. Captain No Fun, I got a question for you. Do we see the mirror? Do we see the mirror or do we see the Normaya from Dragalia?
That is a very good question because the fact that it's taken this long, you know what? I think we're going to see the mirror. I would want to see the mirror. Just because we went with the counter pick, it's not working. When you're down to the wire, you should be picking the character that feels the best in this situation.
And apparently what that feels like is...
The Normaya.
I mean, that makes sense. Like you said, feels the best on there, and Dragalia has this experience with Normaya from time to time. Just like time to bring out the big guns on here afterwards, the big swords, and hold out with the Setsuna to begin things.
And Normaya is another one of those characters who is able to bypass projectiles, especially with CPD and her long sword that is able to get crumple stun. Fidgety's is going to be stuck in the corner, but we know their pressure. They have to use normal buttons to make space. That's your reversal. You don't even get a DP.
Oh, we got the in with the anti-air though, coming in from Fidgety back into
oh my god!
They got the backboard from the cannon shot on there. That's a lot of damage.
Oh my god! Beat him up! Beat him up! Beat him up! Beat him up! Buff, Reese's Puffs.
Sends out one more a Dormouse rather, just to go ahead and get you to that point.
Fidgety's throwing out three blind mice, looking for the next bit of damage, but oh, good anti-air from Dragalia, and they're gonna pick it up with this nice chain.
But we love the flippy stuff. Gonna work out in the favor of Dragalia on here, into the combo limit.
Oh, the rocket ship! Put the fuel in the rocket ship! Destrucity! Counter hit with Dragalia. Nope, Fidgety still finds the opening. That's some big damage off of 9 hits.
No cannon for the pick up all the... Yeah, the choppers have been doing a lot of the work here. Still holding it down. You have to hit the multiple hits of the spike ball afterwards. Enough time for the cannon. Come right back out for Fidgety!
Into the cannons. And Dragalia's going to have to force me blocking this pressure. Here comes that chip damage.
And that is all that Fidgety's wrote for at least this set. They got more to write in the... Yeah, Ilsa coming out to play again for Iago. Ryazo moving back to the Seox on here. Like, so double... Like a double Arune by happening on here with the claws and everything in between.
And see, this is how you know this is an Arcs game. Ilsa got those Noel Vermillion guns, those guns that don't always get to shoot full screen.
Oh yeah, if anything, you need like the enhanced bullets to make sure you can kind of keep your opponent at that range on here already. But we're going to go in with the start. Ryazo getting the first and where it counts, and the corner, and the confirm afterwards for the big damage.
Now, you remember, Ryazo just had nigh unstoppable offense, keeping their opponents in the corner. So we're really going to have to see how Iago handles these high pressure situations, and will they, when they reverse.
Out of that, but there's that big 2H coming in for Iago. He's going to be extra damage on top of that with that follow-up on the 6H. It has the room to spare. Goodbye through the middle part of your life bar. You didn't need it where you were going anyway, Ryazo.
Nope, that was some big damage, and that's why when we jump around, it's so risky because of the counter hit 2H. The scaling is redunculous.
it feels like it's one of those buttons like where you know it's like, oh, I can surely get over it. No, you cannot. No, Iago's going to demonstrate that.
There's the mine out to keep it here, and we're still going to take to the skies right now. And Ryazo starting to look a little bit mortal as they realize that one bad jump and they could kiss half their bar goodbye. But still the Berserker Barrage, cross-up situation right to the throat.
Late on the empty hand like we get on the ground, but we're going to go ahead throw out a little bit of Sacred Hell. The enhanced version for the second one in there have to spend an extra bullet.
Oh, these dashing lights testing Iago's patience, but Iago holding strong, not afraid of anything that Ryazo's going to throw in until that fireball opens him up into the combo.
Oh yeah, that's definitely going to be more than enough. Put it down, get the round.
Dude, put that on a shirt, man. That's a great phrase. Put it down, get the round. Bro, that's all yours.
I'll take it. I will happily take it. Just like Ryazo is taking this damage on the face shift, on the forward, dodges on the empty hand one more time. But you know what? Gets the dive kick afterwards here. Didn't even matter about all that. Now we can start singing.
Wait, what are we gonna say?
Yeah, you know, like slow jam walks. No, definitely some speed metal right now with the way Ryazo's playing.
And they're taking it up another notch. Turn the knob to 11. Spinal tap right into the veins as we tap into our first game victory.
Okay. We're holding down on that screen for a little bit longer. I'm wondering to know if we're just going to lock into the Ilsa. We are.
Iago had a pretty good start with Ilsa, especially that big combo after the 2H, but ever since then, it's been Ryazo's show, the 6th show, making sure that you're 6 feet under.
Excellent.
Keep it up like to the jump. Great tech on there, and finally gets an opportunity with the ear ringer afterwards. Enough time to get the reload afterwards, and just not getting a whole lot for that. We're just going for the back throw from Ryazo.
And that's one of the things that Iago is making sure that we stay topped off at 9 bullets. And we spend it, add a little bit more, calling out something, but no, Ryazo says, hey, let me spend a little bit of meter, Raging Strike, and we're going to do it again. I've seen you people, you degenerate people in your combos, and a third time, 3-piece combo, 3 number 1s with the Raging Strike and the Raging Cage.
We love spinning diamonds. Diamonds are not forever here at Granblue Fantasy Versus, especially if you're on the offensive and winning.
You gotta get the round. Victories forever. Diamonds are just there.
Okay, get the good, nice use of the Thunder Flash on there. Had to use a little bit of meter for that instant on there, but it's going to be Iago with the EX on the follow-up on here. Let's set up the
mind. Yeah, the mind just to reset the situation. Here comes the big missile. We've seen this before, but we get the chip instead. No throw in. Backing away. We have 7 bullets. Are we going to shoot him out of the sky? No.
Go ahead with the fire and get hit with that BP on top of that. You have the meter to work with. Oh, so this is a dire situation. Where are we at on that life bar? Very close.
Yeah, 2-1 combo or crouching medium.
Believe in victory. Battle.
That was bad. That was bad.
And number 2 going in for Ryazo here, trying to maintain like on that, but we're gonna go in back throw, set up the aerial mine to go in with the approach with 6L, but the Thunder Flash is gonna turn things around, and Ryazo had all the time in the world to set up like multiple hits in the sky before getting out of there.
Oh, but we challenge it with the DP. Here comes Ilsa off of the cross-up, and still Ryazo able to just bring us back into the middle screen. And now a Raging Strike from Iago. I like this decision. We can't kill, but Ryazo's gonna be hurting bad.
Even Song did cover the distance quite well. Nothing on the 2U. Did we catch the backdash on it? No, we actually are going for the 0 after effect on there.
Here
Haven't
comes
seen that in a
Iago.
hot minute. I was distracted actually.
Iazo with a jumping attack of their own, finally be able to get that round. But come on, let's see.
Okay, Iago getting like a one spot dodges and gets the cross cut under. And the weight on the BP, so not going to be able to get a response in on top of that. Maybe working on a perfect, is working on a perfect on there. What a turnaround.
But see Iago, look at that. They got a game. We are seeing that they are able to go the distance, but are they going for speed?
Oh, yeah. Playing the cake sauce on there afterwards here, but we're going to go in word throw. Here comes the arena one more time.
Love quoting cake in my commentary blocks. Check out Razo. He's racing and pacing. He's plotting their course.
This is a big course to be in. You have the Skybound art on deck. Yep, there you go. Spin it.
You want to talk about a course? That was a 3-course meal. That was the course that we were talking about. Riazo on set point, 2-1. Iago needs these 2 rounds just to stay alive, to be able to tie it up. And off to a great start. Does not get, oh my god. Still, even off of that block reversal, we're still holding on to the corner.
I'm still kind of reeling from the 6-6-H round start on that. Is going to get the hit. The nuke is coming down. Civilization 6. Perfect.
Civilization, not StarCraft?
You know, you gotta put the laser pointer around and stuff.
But now, set point versus survival point. Iago fighting back extremely effectively. I like this newfound aggression. Let's not try to go ahead and... Oh, the spot dodge a little bit too late. Rather than really pile it on.
Set it up one more time on there, but we got the hold down on the block, using the PC to get out of the situation, back into neutral, and throwing a lot of Sacred Hell on there. Keeping you down, locked out with the nuke. Absolutely able to jump over that. Very nice from Riazo.
You see Garrett, Iago preemptively dodging to get out of that dive kick, and now spends the Brave Crystal. 2 of these full players, 1 crystal apiece. Riazo doesn't have meter, but they definitely spent their last crystal. Do they have enough to take the route this through to take the set? No! Just 1 more! The DP! The DP ties it up! Risky sweep! We're at a 2 for 2 at the loser's quarter!
Yeah, that's what I want to see. That is absolutely what I want to see there. Great play on there, just waiting out of the patience on there. Riazo was not able to finish Iago was able to take it over.
Up again, and we're right back into it. Look how aggressive this match has gotten.
First removal, had to go for the reload afterwards. Just went for the raw damage on there afterwards. Little boy needs that BC. Nice confirm.
That's 2 Brave Crystals that Iago has spent in. They got to be very careful. We already know how explosive Iago's offense is. Here comes the nuke. No bunker defense either.
Oh, and the little pause on there to remind you like how deep that dodge was on the BC, on the Raging Strike. Back into the empty hand, you're into the corner. Iago may have turned everything around with that confirm. Absolutely, Riazo now on set point.
This is what happens when we spend our Brave Crystals too early. We had the early lead, but now it's slipping away, just like Garrett's ability to stay in this tournament, as they are now 1 round away from being eliminated. Iago on set point.
Oh, the follow-up, the overhead version from that creature got interrupted by Iago, and we're seeing Iago's been ready for the empty hand from a distance, and they're dodging every one of them so far.
Iago, you are absolutely correct, and this time we wanted to steal our turn with the DP, but this time Iago was ready for it. Drop combo, unfortunately, and that's, remember, 2 Brave counters in a row. Oh my god! Counter hit!
That's dead! That's dead! Oh no, it's not dead! Not dead!
That was a drop!
Maybe Dire on it. You are probably dead from this here. You have... No, you got the combo in, but you didn't have the meter like working with on here. Oh, the Thunder Flash! The U-skill Thunder Flash to finish it off. Pulls it out in case of emergency.
Cagliostro has been rather aggressive. It's a rather aggressive tag. What we're looking out for are those floor traps.
Yeah, I'm taking a look at the, like, according to, like, the ladder, like, not sure what if the standings are correct on that, but actually, like, I believe these 2 have fought in the ladder, and Destin lost to Incendian on here, so definitely have met 1 more time on here, and going to be, like, having this happen, switching over to the Cagliostro, like you said.
Back throw situation, now we got the trap, but still get out of it easily with the back throw, and Destin cross up, these people are leapfrogging over each other.
Gonna like keep it up like with the recess on there afterwards. Happy to get the follow-up into the Skybound art. Not enough to kill, but you are in dangerous territory.
Use the Brave counter. This is still a winnable situation for Incinerators, especially just 2 more interactions. Hey, And we have a Brave Crystal. Oh, we're going Mario Party?
Do we chip it? Where's my chippy? Okay, we're just going up close. Nice dodging so far, but you can't get it all, and you got the block at the very end to begin things. No dice checkmate for that round.
It's so interesting that Lowain's Skybound art is used just as much for a chip kill as it is as a damage deal.
It's one of those situations where you know that like it just takes one, and if they miss that one opportunity, that's going to be your round in there. So really, like, you're just taking the entire advantage on that for Incendian. Right now, though, we go ahead with the U skill, bringing out like always that attack, like using the awesome sauce U skill on there. Always feels like the kid like bouncing the basketball as high as they possibly can.
Yo, shout outs to Foursquare. That's a waterfall.
Oh, and we block on the Alexandria, so we're going to get her turn back, bring out the U skill one more time.
And we'll stabilize that combo with a Raging Strike, and that's going to be a Synniet's game.
Believe in victory.
Good job, Incendiate. Overcoming Destin. Yeah, that's the thing about Cagliostro in Destin's hands. She is frustrating, she's annoying, but she just doesn't have this explosive damage right now, to my knowledge.
No, not right now on here, like not even having a chance to even get above away. Gets a little bit of a love tap as a result, but we just waited out, going for the 2L on there afterwards here. Couldn't get enough time to get the switch out in there and take the corner for themselves. Enough time to set up the trap up in the sky, but going to get denied!
Incendiate slammed in the jumping normal to stop that trap in, and we have more than enough meter to really mix things up. Goes for the DP off of Destin, and come at me, bro.
Nothing on the awesome sauce there. We're holding down, but you get the rock up. We don't even care about that. We got the armor from Human Pyramid attack. And the chip damage too.
Battle 2. Engage.
Back row.
Good job. 2 throws in from Destin. We have the corner one more time. And Incendiate gets out with a throw. These throws have been really piling on the damage, but not as much damage as that counter hit.
Yeah, going to get the recovery just in time, so maybe it will stymie the wound a little bit. Catalina bot right into the throw one more time. Oh, got caught, like, actually ducking on that hit there, so going to have more opportunity to try to get back in there. Gets denied yet again from the air trap.
And that double Raging Strike combo. So good in Incendiate's hands, and we're at a 2-0. This might be one of the more decisive winners finals that I've seen in a long time. Incendiate's Lowain is just too slippery, and Destin's Cagliostro just hasn't had an answer just yet, especially with these throw situations.
Yeah, and already landing, getting on with the low, so surprise here. Going to go right back into the Sammy and Tommy going on set up. Catalina bot helping out with a little bit of a salvo too. Hit the combo limit on there afterwards here.
Oh, good confirm off of the far normal. 2 awesome sauces, 1 ultimate, 1 heavy. No, 2 ultimate, 3 ultimate.
Go ahead, spin it down into set point right there. Incendiate's got to be feeling pretty good. Destin's got to change the momentum.
Dashing L, crouching 1. Here comes the 2 boys in. Spent the Brave counter to only hit the clones. That's not good. Alexandria, great knockdown.
A little combo on there afterwards. With the calculator, gets a little pushback. Denies all the boys with the second calculated.
And you can see what Incendiate's doing. They are preempting any time Destin throws a trap. Jumping back or throwing something in. That way they could get rid of it before it becomes a problem. But when it is a problem, this awesome sauce combo.
Oh, this is dire at this situation here. You're back in the corner. You have enough for at least a U skill. You're going to spend it for the big trap on there afterwards. I come into the tunnel. I dare you. I dare you on there afterwards, but not fighting for it. We're just backing away. We don't need it that badly.
But we definitely need our homies to cover us in. Dashing in with the 2 light, they clash, and the ultimate awesome sauce spells doom for Destin as we clean it up with that Raging Strike. And with that second bit of awesome sauce, that, I bet you Ryazo, I have had enough of fighting sixes, okay?
There's been a lot of too many sixes, too many Seahawks, however you pronounce it on here. We got ourselves the Vicky train coming in for a load of fun.
This is going to be fun on the sixes side because they definitely need to navigate this projectile pummel.
Battle 1. Engage.
And choppers right off the bat.
Great. Excellent.
Here comes 6. Aggressive start. Fidgety throws the choppers out, but still they back themselves in the corner. The dive kick in, great answer with the brave counter. And Fidgety stuck in the bad part. Still, they managed to squeak out that victory. Squeak. Great use of words. Fidgety's damage output is pretty strong given that they're playing Vicola. And now Ryazo playing it a little bit more aggressive, staying on the ground game, throwing the fireball to open things up, but still the crouching medium allows Fidgeties to get that much needed damage and more importantly get that much needed space. But we dive kick in and we brave counter out. And we brave counter the brave counter. But now we got to count on our opponent being stuck in the corner and another brave counter from Ryazo. This is really bad. Fidgety knows that this Seahawks is going to be extremely fragile. So Ryazo has to not only keep the pressure up, but keep the damage up and keep the corner. Oh dear God! Oh my God, the damage! Oh my God! Still, Ryazo, what's up? You back?
Oh, I'm back into the overhead on there afterwards, and okay, we're just going to go in for a little bit of light confirm just to finish the job.
Welcome back, Risky. What you just missed was an extremely explosive set from Fidgeties because Ryazo decided to do 2 brave counters in a row, making them extra vulnerable for that Vicky violence.
So that like does add up over time on there, just like Fidgety adding up 2 different cannons into the chopper, getting away with the 6+ execution immediately past all that, bypassing the trap blade bear.
Oh, and you can see what Ryazo's doing. They're making their dive kick a lot shallower to bait out the spot dodge, and this time they have to commit to the dive kick, but still, Fidgeties are ready for it and doing the fight cloud. Oh man, I wonder what a fight cloud is doing in real life. Is that what cloud computing actually is like? It's like a big old fight cloud with Djeeta on there afterwards. But we're gonna go in for the short mouse. Let's get denied in with the dive from Ryazo. This is really bad. Ryazo might have the corner right now, but one more block special. Anything blocked, and it's over for them. And the rocket ship was thwarted. Can they make it in? And yes, they do! Ryazo just cut through that rocket like it was nothing. Like usually that's like Fidgeties get out of jail free card on that. It was just like, no, didn't even see it. Rocket, what was that? Big counter hit time. And Ryazo, this is why we're so scared of the 6. They can get past a lot of Vicola's options, but the back though, very classic. Throw the cannonball out too, hold our opponent, and now the cannons are in front of them. This is a tricky situation. I'm going to try to go for the Thunder Splash on there, so going to get extra damage as a result of it. Finally able to get out with the knife confirm. Going to use a little bit more the Raging Chain on top of that here, and going to use a little bit more too, just to make sure, like you were saying in that that first match, looks like using that to make himself a little bit more vulnerable. Oh man, but still, Vicola has the distance, doesn't have the life lead, but just one big combo can really put an end to it. I think the big combo is happening now. Oh, the big combo is what you make of it, absolutely, and Fidgety's made the full most of it. This is Lucha's semifinals, one more round in as we'll move ourselves to Lucha's final. That's going to be at least a guaranteed top 3. So Ryazo and Fidgeties avoiding 4th place like the floor is lava. Oh, got the spike ball, so multi-hits on there, was able to get the full gamut of damage from that. Set up the bounce ball into the cannon, but go back. That's going to put Fidgety in the perfect spot for the cannon until a little push away. And that's what Fidgeties has been using. These cannons have been great spacing traps, or at the very least, pushing our opponent away to get to that optimal area where we can do damage. And you know that Ryazo, every time they stand in front of those cannons, they're all, should I be hitting my button now? Not sure. Oh, dude, that's
He
a
got
bad.
clipped out of the air. 420 no-scope shot.
Put that on the highlight reel.
Going in with the follow-up, the empty hand, going to get the big damage on top of that here. You have plenty of meter, plenty of everything to work with to spin the BP to take it and tie it up 1-1.
Ryazo, excellent use, and that's one of the things that Ryazo has been doing that I'm liking. We're not using our crystals to do brave counters. Instead, we're holding on to 2 so we could double dip teriyaki stick these raging chains.
Fidgety's in the chat like, we're not doing this again, man.
I am tired of fighting these emo ninja boys. Okay, so Risky, see how you said that would be the character that you drew in your notebook? You're telling me you were the ninja phase in high school?
Would say definitely kind of your ninja. I was definitely more of I would draw the Mortal Kombat assassin type, like your Sub-Zero, your Scorpion. So
okay.
I did a lot of that.
So as a kid, the Matrix wrecked me. So, and also John Woo movies. So I was all about the twin pistol. Yeah, the Chow Yun Fat type of character. You know, medium length coat, double pistols, shades. That was my edgy design of my own.
We'll see if we have a better tomorrow for Fidgety's after this. You're trying to maintain on the pressure in there, but catches the roll through from Ryazo, so going to go ahead and get a wealth of damage.
That's some real good hard-boiled offense, but is Ryazo going to be the killer of this bracket? Eat the rock!
Were we just playing Donkey Kong Country? Is that what we were doing there? We were not playing Granblue for a second. That was wild.
That was absolutely silly from Fidgety's, and you can be a little bit silly when you get the round thanks to that crouching medium.
Battle 2. Engage.
Go ahead, light DP, not going to get anything, but this empty hand will. Go ahead and get the corner on everything on top of that here for the reset, looking for that combo limit.
Jumping neutral to maintain the corner. Here come the cannons out one more time, hiding our offense in the corner, but now we clear 11 chain in. Here comes the empty hand, right? That's the dive kick?
Yeah, the dive kick on there. Was able to actually get through the bouncing star, but got hit on the follow-up on there afterwards here, and Fidgety seems ready for another slice and dice you are going to buy this fast pass whether you like it or not, Ryazo.
Did you just make a Disneyland reference?
I have to believe I did.
Because fast pass, well, slice and dice and cut french fries in 5 different ways. Set it and forget it. We still got one more interaction from Ryazo. Can they take this round? And they will by dropping the back throw.
Right. Important time on here on loser's side. Who's going to get that number 2 to their name? A lot of unique item interceptions have been happening in this battle. Going to get hit with the Iron Claw trap on there afterwards, and going to get denied with the Brave counter from Fidgety.
Crouching medium finds it. Now we use the Brave counter to push our opponent closer to the corner, and Ryazo goes to the Berserker Barrage, gets the wall bounce, and this is really good. 3 jabs in to keep our opponent in the corner, and we bust out.
Oh, actually, calling out on the dive on there from the 2-hand. Coming in for Fidgety.
The empty hand is so strong. No Raging Chain from the Raging Strike. Instead, we're going to hold on to this corner into the Skybound Art. And that Skybound Art has been the most prolific one. The one we have seen the most this entire tournament.
Yeah, Ryazo's been doing it extremely well on there. Being able to, from the empty hand, force the ground crouch on there too, to be able to make that happen, to finish out it. Well, good stuff.
Great stuff from Ryazo. They are getting a lot more comfortable in this match against Vicky, and now we're starting to see the limitations of this character, where Fidgety's is not able to get in their ideal range. They're not able to just pepper with projectiles. They have to be a lot more cognizant of the approach of Ryazo, because we have Berserker Barrage, we have Empty Hand, we have Air Fireball, we have good old Dashin.
And now we have lobby at the moment. We're thinking about this on here too, trying to figure out what is going to happen on here.
Versus Vikala.
And here we go. We're locked in. Fidgety's all in on the Vikala.
Yeah, Fidgety just went, no, I'm just going to hold on to this.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Dash back in, and nope, instead we went for the fireball, and Fidgety's holding on, gets the choppers in, and still, now we just stop. We're just hitting the big button.
Nothing on the throw. You know what? At first you don't succeed, try and throw again. A lot of cannonballs. It actually had one more in the tank from that. Has the stars on top of that on there afterwards here, but we're going to go in, throw out the big rats.
Look at all of that chip damage, Risky.
I see it. I see it. That's a whole lot of nothingness on that side. However, Ryazo's about to respond in kind on here. Oh, where are we at on the life bar here? That's very close. We are very close indeed.
Rare experience of the ultimate Skybound hours for Ryazo, but Fidgety doesn't get the full combo in. Oh, you're bad. That's bad.
Backed away, trying to avoid on the extra damage from the trap on there and trying to get empty-handed, get the punish after the dodge from Fidgety, staying alive. Empty jump into the throw, gets a little bit of that pushback on there, trying to avoid the items and not get anything. No anti-air, no 2H for you. Fidgety's is going to take the full gamut of damage here.
And Fidgety still has about 81 meter. He's holding on to the corner, and this is time where I do the great cannon. The teleport out, but there's another set of cannons right behind you. Oh no, empty hand.
Set up like a Monster Hunter level on top of that here, but we're going to go 6-call execution back into this corner. You go. This time is going to make its mark here. We don't have to worry about it. We're in final potential round here. Set point for Ryazo.
Will Ryazo get the coveted plate off of Fidgety's? Fidgety's has a round that can still tie it up. Ryazo senses it. They're so close to victory, so close to winners finals. Fidgety's is going to make sure that you can't get past my projectile offense. Slides in with the crouching medium, and now we're back behind the cannons.
Do anything, but does get to confirm on there. A lot of cannons on there. We just got the artillery shells all ready to play. Blocks on the 6-call execution, the U-skill version.
It's a real tower defense situation. Fidgety's has to be very careful of the empty hand. We're going to run in, and there it goes. Ryazo not committing to the offense. Here's the Berserker Barrage and uses the Brave counter to get ourselves away from the cannons, but we still jab him out of the air. Raging strikes to keep it consistent, and with that, Fidgety's has tied it up 2-2 apiece.
Fidgety's well placed on that, was just ready to let go as soon as the flip on, found the opportunity to make it that 2-2. And the question is, where do we go from here? Someone has gets to move on. Loser side here, who's going to be?
Ryazo understands that this character 6, has so many tools that naturally counter Fidgety's tendencies as Vicola, and we're using it, but now Fidgety's is representing the Standing Light. The Standing Light is a great anti-air and has been giving Fidgety so many combos.
Gonna go for the fun on there afterwards, but had the opportunity to just go in for the throw. This time getting tech. You know what? Let's just do it again.
Hold on. Aggressive start. Big damage in here. Oh, Skybound art, of course. Ryazo 1 hit away from being in Losers Finals, and they find it. Ryazo has eliminated Fidgety's in this nail biter of a... Whoa, no, I was wrong.
One more round.
I'm so sorry. Things were a little blurry. I didn't see the chip.
Yeah, we're about to get there, but we do see Ryazo going in for the overhead, a little bit slow on there. Fidgety denies that on there, but we're back into the wall here. We're going to go to throw out with the air fireball. The combo limber's getting hit. We didn't see a lot of the throws coming out from Ryazo. Not this time, though. Hits confirmed.
And we still have 3 crystals to our name. That means if Ryazo wants to, we could just cash out one more time. There's 1 crystal.
Second. Get the slice and dice.
Counter. Wait. Raging strike.
Ooh, the neutral jump actually ekes it out there, and it's terrifying situation. We're back into the corner, throwing out the air fireball. Tried to throw out the DP on there, the invincibility on that, but it was Riazo who was going to be hitting first, taking that 3-2.
Riazo definitely taking it for the Tom fans. The cat has beaten the mouse. Finally. That point where you have to tell people that you're playing it for others to jump in, but I love Fantasy Strike. Just how both Riazo and Destin love being in Losers Finals. It could only be one first to three situation. Let's see how Destin keeps away this ninja.
Even with the Cagliostro pick on there, as we've been seeing from Destin recently on there, the like going in for the reset, familiar territory as we go in, get the hit with the throne, doesn't get a whole lot from it. Oh, almost had it with the Thunder Clash on there, waited just a little bit longer, may have been able to get a punish on there. Unfortunate, Riazo was able to throw that back to that.
This is big damage for Riazo. Huge jump in. We got the corner. Pickup is pretty nice. And you know what's going to happen, Mythie. Ultimate Skybound art. I mean, regular Skybound art, not ultimate. Sorry.
We haven't supersized it just yet on there. We haven't paid the extra fee. We're saving that for later.
35 cents. I'll be right back. Gonna order a big arch from McDonald's and take the smallest bite ever.
Oh, yeah. Right now, we're taking like the medium-sized chunks out of Destin on this as we go back into the corner. Familiar territory. We do get the block onto the other side. That a little bit could have been tenacious.
Spark? Yeah, tenacious with no D. Riazo, open up the D for defense. Riazo, being careful, but falls victim. A little bit too eager to try to outrun the trap.
Not gonna lie, I thought that was like going to reach out first, but the trap was the first one to make it on there. We get the denial on there. You don't have the middle part of your life bar anymore. You are back in Skybound territory. You get the extra hit on there, but no cinematic.
Now we have the trap up, calculated, trying to push our opponents there. It fades just in time for the Berserker Barrage, and Destin not having a lot of tools. This is all bad. Raging Strike in, and this is all she wrote for that first game. Riazo 1/3 of their way of taking this whole thing.
Believe in victory.
That's how it goes. As the chat is saying, he is cooking. Especially with the Seahawks right now. Riazo's been playing a bunch of different characters this week from in various different events on there. I did see the Anala come out to play. I did see a Catalina and in another event on here. Going Seahawks all the way here in this top 8 has been working very good.
Getting that dashing elbow in, but Riazo challenging the dash. One throw attempt, and they're both tech, and the Berserker Barrage making sure that Riazo stays close, and now they move far away. Yeah, dive kick in now. See what happens.
Oh, we're trying to wait it out here. Enough time for Destin to put up a couple of levels of the 5U on there afterwards just to make it happen. Potential for the future here. Just set it up like a Chekhov's gun scenario. But we're gonna get in with the gate of demons instead. You get shot.
Unfortunately for those traps, it didn't last long enough, and Riazo with the Skybound art will get locked in, peeling off one of those Brave Pistols and putting Destin in that corner. You know what's it.
Yeah, if you had everything on deck, use the entirety of the Swiss Army knife, finish the job.
I never used every attachment of the Swiss Army knife, especially those tiny... There's also the tiny scissors. What are you cutting with those?
I think they're supposed to be for stitches or whatever, but I've never had to use it for that purpose here. Right now, though, we got Destin. A little bit of damage on the Alexandria, but we're just going to get right back in it. Riazo says no.
You're definitely going to need some stitches after this big combo. Destin looking for something huge to land. They got 93 meter. All their moves are on deck. And we go for the drop the golden throw.
Keeps on the same side. Nothing on not going to follow up. Not going to mirror on to do that. Just testing out with 6-claw execution, both the EX and the U-skill version.
Kind of from Riazo, putting Destin close to the corner. This is some really good positioning along with the 100 meter. Will they use it right now to put Destin closer to 0 crystals? Not quite.
The mid-range is in Gate of Demons. Hold it down. We're just waiting for a whiffed opportunity here.
Both of these players know that the next combo and the next big sequence is going to be killed. It's going to kill 100 meter on both sides. And Destin looking for that trap, looking for one big opening, but Ryuzo content with waiting it out, and they wait for goal.
Yeah, wasn't sure if it was the end of the 5U like loading or was trying to hit another button on there afterwards, but Ryuzo saw the opportunity and signed up with the application, getting that round, getting that match 2 up now.
I just want to highlight this comment that Fidgeties wrote. Ryuzo, you play like a blindfolded tap dancing gay cricket. Why the cricket gotta be gay? Okay, yeah. Maybe just I have never seen those sequences of words put together, but I definitely have seen these sequences of players of Ryuzo fighting Destin, and Destin holding on to the Cagliostro. That Galleon is going to stay on the bench. Destin is ride or dying with this choice.
Battle 1. Engage.
Power of Alchemy needs to be strong to make it happen, though.
Overzealousness from Ryuzo, allowing himself to get picked up into the combo. The second trap will not continue the sequence, but that's still half of his life gone.
Immediate use. Ryuzo's been either going for like wake up Thunder Flash, like the Thunder Flash, or the or on like the follow up if you expect Destin to hit a button. It's been working out for the most part here, but right now dealing with a little bit of life deficit. Going in for, we're doing the 0 after image effects on here afterwards, and we're gonna get it for a grand old opportunity.
Still though, Ryuzo is all out of Brave Crystal, so that means if Destin sails a Raging Strike in, there's very little Ryuzo can do, and especially with the damage differential, this is gonna be really bad. Those crystals, the less you have, the more damage you take.
Yeah, and you know it's going to be dire in those scenarios here. And
this
just
is
like
all
that,
she...
Yeah, all she wrote on there. Murder she wrote, in fact. Going to take that round for Destin.
I think Ryuzo is going to be that egregious that early. So Destin knows that first round was a gimme. It's not going to be it's not going to get any easier.
Back in the corner, we're trying to roll dodge out through that, but here we're just checking out with the 5L, checking those reflexes.
But hey, it's going to be Ryuzo who got tapped in the knee for the reaction check. Destin side swapping, goes out in the Ags Alexander and puts him in the corner. The trap is overhead. Ryuzo can't jump out.
Yeah, but like blocked on the overhead on there, so opportunity arose for Ryuzo to take back control into the super jump. One more throw. One more throw. One more again?
No way.
Oh, okay. No more again.
Teleport in, finds the hidden, and Destin's starting to make a comeback. That's their first game.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
They are starting to believe in victory.
Oh, trying to get the roll, like the dodge on there through there, but we're going to get the wall bounce. Ryuzo, you know your territory.
Counter hit. See Alexandria into the corner. Destin's starting to look a lot more comfortable here, but have they found their answer too little too late because they are still down one game.
Get the 6-6L onto the underside and going to get the long range confirmed with his 5 and 2.
That's one strength about Alexandria, because it reaches so far and knocks your opponent back. You're able to claim a lot of space.
Taking the space, making use of the entire thing of it on here. We're going to go back down, like deep dive on the gates of demons out there afterwards here, trying to keep guessing from the jumps.
Ryuzo has had a history of running into these traps. Literally, this time they waited out, wait for the space, and here comes the Berserker Barrage, dodge back to try to whip punish something, but no, calculated to the face.
So now the big trap, we're just trying to get away from that here. Has the potential of using like a U skill maybe to get away from it, but it's already gone before you know it. Gets like called out on there from the far light, coming in from Destin.
Look at Destin out aggravating Ryuzo. Ryuzo playing a little too patient. There's that bar confirm into the Alexandria. Another air trap, but the Berserker Barrage. This is going to give Ryuzo the round.
Oh, I don't know about that. We might be getting... Oh, no, we do have... We built up the skill at the very end. So, yes, you are indeed right, Captain of Fun. Got the round.
Battle 3.
Dangerous situation, set point versus survival point. If Ryazo takes this round, they'll be moving on to grand final. But if Destin takes it, we're tied 2-2. And Ryazo wants to end this as fast as possible, because the more time Destin has, the more time they can adjust.
He adjusted that 6XL coming in for the dome from Ryazo.
Big damage on deck from Ryazo. Comes the Skybound Arc, and Destin's in serious trouble. They only have 69 meter, not nice.
Another throw, and that's all you need. Bring it down. It's 3-1. Ryazo's going to be moving on.
And aggressive and fighting fast matches. It's really going to be up to who gets control of the mid screen and who can force our opponent into the corner.
You do have one thing that Incendiate has that a lot of other characters have not had access to in this is Incendiate also has access to a counter, the Come On Bro, to respond to the Thunder Flash on here. Ryazo's got to be a little bit more careful if Incendiate decides to throw that out a little bit more.
That is absolutely true. Remember, Ryazo's dive kicks have been called out with some good spot dodging. If Incendiate gets smart, we can be using Come On Bro to stop them. But Ryazo off to a hot start into the corner. Incendiate waiting for an opportunity. Will they block it out, or are they going to just take an offensive move?
Right now, like getting in with the follow-up, the overhead on there afterwards here. Enough time for the SBA to bring it out, bring the spice.
This round has been happening for 18 seconds, and already a Skybound Art was blocked.
Just like that too, and it's going to keep on going on here afterwards. To the EX, you have a couple of BP to work with here, hit the combo limit, and you just get the follow-up on there on the reset. That's a perfect.
Standing jab for Ryazo takes the first round, and Synn didn't even get to play the game. Oh, big counter hit.
Yeah, red stuff coming out the play on here. Hold on. We got a little bit of wake up. Incendiate just had to hit the snooze button on the alarm for a little bit longer.
Also, they could have just decided to wait it out a little bit. Being on the winner's side, you could afford to lose rounds just for gathering data. And now, just as decisively as Incendiate lost that one round, they're going to be winning it, blocking that Brave counter, threatening with the dash lights, and Ryazo swats both the homies.
We're going to test out the waters. Strike is not working. Go for the throw. So the Catalina bot on there afterwards, and a lot of homies are coming out to play. We're just going to be like, no, I need you to be in that corner. Please stay in that corner.
That's what we were talking about. You saw how the empty hand was blocked by Come At Me Bro?
Oh, yeah. You've been attacked, though.
Incendiate just realized you can't stop all of this. Your health is too low. And finally,
they can't stop all of us.
No, they can't. Literally, Area 51 this stuff.
Engage.
Speaking of it, the homies are coming down one more time. Going in for the reset. Catalina bot wants to help out as well.
Does teleports out of the corner. That's a really good one. Empty hand tags in both Sam and Tommy, but there goes the Come At Me Bro.
You also have all good awareness, like especially in these situations. Like, oh, I have an opportunity. Let me get the projected on there just to make sure I have the like open it up.
This is all Incendiate. That's the first game goes to them in this grand finals. Incendiate 1/3 of their way from taking the whole tournament.
Victory. Battle 1.
A little bit longer to go ahead and get the lion's share of the profits from the top three on here. Go ahead and send it out to Maturino. Thunder Flash gives the opportunity to jump up away and try to set up something, but Incendiate's having none of it.
Great.
Bro. Come at me, bro.
Great.
Testing out there, using the BC on there, has one left on here, so extra damage could be a potential on here, especially because you have access to SBE. It could be more than that with the 0 taken away at the very end. It may not even matter. We're just going to go rip it out.
Battle 2. Engage.
Battle 2, we're engaging right back into an empty hand, and you got hit on the ground on there, so big damage incoming here for Ryazo. happen to go in for the 5Ls just to go in for the reset on there. Sammy and Tommy say, hey, you know what are you doing to my bro out here? Just want to get the bounce on with the awesome sauce, enough time to get a little bit of like impressive amount of corner carry from that. How to use a lot of meters.
Nice neutral. And Ryazo offering it. Incendiate down 2 Brave Crystals, and they got the corner still, but Ryazo bust out too. 1 crystal apiece. This damage is going to get really explosive. Both of our players have so many resources. Here comes the Hell Wheel, and we call it out! We called it out! Woo!
Oh, no cinematic though, so couldn't actually finish the job. Has to get that one more precious hit, that precious moment that they need on here afterwards. Get the 9 on the homies coming out to play. More projectiles coming down. Oh my goodness! Gets the confirm form a mile away and steals that away from Ryazo.
Dashing Heavy has such redonkulous horizontal clear, and we cleared ourselves for that round. Incendiate so close to going 2-0. Will they get a repeat performance of winner's final going 3-0?
We also actually got clipped by the Catalina bot a little bit on there, so Incendiate had a little bit more time to work with as we're going back in. But finish it off, okay.
Berserker Barrage spent a little bit of meter on that, get some extra good damage. Sam and Tommy holding it down, and the Catalina. Oh, that's really bad, bro.
Oh, bro, indeed. Gonna finish that combo limit. Hit.
They took the full force of Catalina bot, and now Ryazo Berserker Barrage running up, and here comes the ultimate parry. Slides down deep, punching him in to hold him in place. Incendiate whips the dashing light, and that allows Ryazo to claim their momentum. Bro!
Just the gentle jump, the leapfrog over you to even see it coming on there. Get hit with the Catalina bot and be on the other side. Talk about it with the homies. 2 upper Incendiate.
Bro, like, Incendiate was able to get some real good bro damage with that Catalina bot. She a real wingman for that one. You know, like, the robot got no wings. We want to talk about wings. Incendiate about to fly in, but Ryazo. Bro! Sorry, bro.
Gotta make it happen, Wayne's World style on top of that, but we're gonna get the little tap. We're trying to find it where it counts. Ryazo not getting these whiff punishes.
Ryazo need to look for the mega happy ending right now, but Incendiate making sure that their time in this bracket is gonna be bogus.
Double help of the awesome sauce. Oh, go on.
Party time, excellent! Incendiate, tournament point. Looking to clean this 3-0.
Acting like they need places to be. They need to tune into the AWT final stream potentially on here after.
Yeah, we hold it down the corner. There goes the parry, busting out.
Hey, yeah, was close enough to go ahead, get the punish, get rid of the homies, have entirely too much room for activities for Ryazo. There it is, SBA time.
SBA time. 1 hit left.
Find it. Oh, far from downtown. Managed to get away from the friends, but doesn't anything else.
Ryazo playing so crazy, and Dive manages to, right before the ultimate wheel hits them, takes that round. It's do or die. Literally do or die.
I love that Sammy and Tommy look like it's like, yo! Like they're like really trying to help out, like genuine concern.
They're real friends, man.
Yeah, real homies.
Huge damage from Ryazo. And just basically you're watching the combo exhibition right now. Brave counter to take it out, back to the mid screen. Here comes the dashing heavy, but Ryazo scouted it out and stays alive for one more game.
That's what I want to see. I want to see as many games as possible. Like, we've gotten this far, let's go with the distance.
That was insane. Insane non-stop damage from Ryazo.
And we're holding down like on here. We're thinking about things. We're going in. We're going down to the 1 second. We're just taking all the time that we potentially need to get back into it. Trying to ice out.
Because you know that Deuce was one round away from taking this whole tournament. And the thing that's scariest, the only thing scary from an opponent that beat you is your opponent that beat you who has a hot streak.
Definitely have to like cool it down, put a little ice in there, to the T on there afterwards here. But the Gate of Demons trying to keep this pressure up and trying to keep on yes, but we're gonna go after him each time.
Well, you're gonna have to be blocking this out. Looks like Synn went for some food, but is only gonna be eating this knuckle sandwich. And Ryazo, not quite the victory just yet, but the standing light cleans it up.
Battle 2. Engage.
Immediate 6XL, empty hands gonna get rid of the friends. Only have Catalina bought to help out, but what a helper she is!
Coming in clutch. That was a real key piece of victory for Synn. Now we got the double homies into the corner. We're going back thanks to the brave counter, but oh man, Berserker Barrage has been doing wonders for Ryazo.
Oh, just like that though, gets the multi-hit on the follow-up. Get the dial with the VP coming in, and actually just backing away. Doesn't even want to deal with any of the friends of Lowain. Or can you deal with Lowain himself?
No, you cannot because it's just too much awesome sauce.
Yeah, I'm gonna go right into Skybound R and the cinematic out in play. Gonna take number 2. We're looking for a reset. No fun.
Look at Ryazo go. The data, the understanding, ultimate Skybound finish. What? We're taking it to the wire, man.
Absolutely. Oh my. What are we thinking about?
Ice. Put your opponent on ice. Cool as ice. Go ninja, go ice. Plagiarizing under pressure ice.
Oh, that's too cold. That's too cold. Never want to go vanilla ice.
No, but vanilla ice cream is always good.
No, I'm never gonna say no to that. It was free cone yesterday at the Dairy Queen if you got one of those.
Oh, that's nice. You know, I used to laugh at the fact that vanilla is the most popular flavor, but then you realize this is an amazing flavor. Subtle. It goes well with any topping. No one says no to vanilla.
No, especially when you add it in here. But can we do what sort of flavoring can we add into this? Who are we going to go see take the lead, take it on here? Does Insidia close things out, or does Ryazo keep on going?
2 dashing lights, multiple dashing lights, and they go for the lightning clash. Jumps over the Berserker Barrage, and even then the double homies are blocked, forcing both players to use grave counters.
Landed a little bit too far away, giving Insidia a chance to get a slight punish on the empty hand.
I'll tell you what goes well with vanilla. Awesome sauce.
Lowain is showcased and has gone extremely well in a variety of scenarios on here. Going to go ahead, spin up a BP. Get back into it here. We're going for the combo limit set up with Sammy and Tommy. One of them.
And look at that defense from Ryazo. They've seen this combo way too many times. And we're going to the human pyramid. This is pretty bad. Here comes the armor frames. You gotta play perfectly. Chip him out, chip him out, chip him out. Roll. Oh my, he lived! He lived! He lived!
Oh, the Seahawks who live. And oh my goodness. That cinematic is going to be a wealth of damage here. This is, my God, it does kill. I was wondering about that.
He played perfectly. Every time we see the pyramid, the commentators gotta play perfectly, and they don't. He actually did it. That was the perfect play. Holy
Alright, now we're checking out. Going into the 5-0, just check it. Going in. Okay, cancel out. Gate of Demons. We expected a button, and we didn't get anything for it.
Oh, jeez. Can they defy the will of God one more time? Insinuate, playing it safe. Their lead slowly slipping away as Ryazo scratches, claws, and believes in victory, believes in themselves, and believes in using these red crystals to seal their next round.
Oh, gets away, but you know, at first you don't see, hit the come at me bro a second time on there afterwards. Got away with the dodge and the punish Ryazo. We're going into a reset. Captain No Fun.
You wanted it. You wanted it, Risky. You wanted
did.
this game to go. We're going the distance. And now with the Seahawks, we are definitely going for speed. but will his skills leave him all alone in this time of need? Thank you. That song is stuck in my head. You want to talk? That's another song that is perfect for karaoke. You know why? Because it's speak rapping. You don't have to.
You don't have to like accentuate anything. It's like it's perfect for commentary on that. Like so you don't actually mess up the vocal muscles. Like and you get to play with karaoke a little bit at these events.
Exactly. Like if you see somebody singing Cake and they're pitch perfect, you're like, you're trying too hard, bro.
It's like we gotta make sure that it's like I forget the rock band scale. It was like A++ or whatever on that. We gotta make sure it's like no notes, like nothing missing on it. It's gotta be perfect. But are we going to see any perfects on here? Right now, Ryazo is on a tear of the reverse 3-0 against Incendiate. Incendiate's trying to stop this from happening.
No, this is the time. This is where the tournament gets scary. You were on top of the world, but all of a sudden, you're Alucard in the first stage of Castlevania, where you're just losing all your powers. You're just going, what is going on? Everything that I counted on is slipping away from me.
But as time keeps on slipping into Ryazo's future on here, you have the SA on top of it. There it is. Spins it.
Well, fly like an eagle.
And we just get the denial on there afterwards. And here Ryazo with a nearly perfect on there, not stopping.
25 seconds was all it took to take that round. It was looking so dominant. They were extremely close to finishing it at 3-0, but now they're not going down. They're being a lot more safe. And the dash back to Heavy Awesome Sauce. Excellent decision. Ultimate Berserker Barrage.
Yeah, looked like caught the backdash on that with the Ultimate Berserker Barrage. So got the reward for that trouble. Homies are a little bit too late on that. Catalina bot trying to help out as well. Nothing going in though. Ryazo's blocking it all.
Ryazo holding down. Look at this. Arceus is holding down range 3. Incendiate not knowing what to do. Throws out the homies, throws out the missiles, but the double jump still catches him in the air. Now here comes the ultimate awesome sauce. This is easily going to pick it up with the Raging Strike and Raging Chain combo. And Incendiate. There's a round. Can we get a game? Can we get a game? Can we get our victory?
I was gonna say I love that spacing in there like early on and there with the Catalina bot just in case like Thunder Flash would go on to the other side. The Catalina bot would still hit on there. Was able to get things started as a result of that. Another Thunder Flash comes out to play and gets punished for it. Not too bad unfortunately for Ryazo.
And now Ryazo is doing some shallow dive kicks, trying to bait out some sort of opportunity. The Berserker Barrage takes out the homies and is now taking Incendiate out into the corner. 2 jabs in, double jump in to reset, keep our block pressure tight. And Ryazo's so close to that ultimate, to their Skybound art. Incendiate, just hold on.
Hold it on for dear life on here. We're going to keep on the same side. Throw out the Gate of Demons again. And we actually get a far call, but nothing else for it.
Here comes the ultimate pyramid. This is a rather, three, just four in a row. Dear God, Ryazo is on Ultra Instinct mode, and they're going to counter it. This ultimate pyramid is being inverted to be more of a pyramid scheme, as it is now Ryazo taking that game.
Oh, even with the guard crush at the very end to try to finish things off here, Ryazo was able to go ahead and get the confirm, take the lead for the first, well, not I was gonna say first time in this set, but like for the since first time since the last set, I guess in this case.
They are definitely ahead now. Ryazo in a good position. It's only one game, but it's a 1-game lead. We don't have to worry about resets. The resets is now. This is the final set, Risky. And Incendiate is doing everything they can to ice this bracket.
It's making sure that we are getting everything. It's like you got it good. You got your drinks, you got your snacks, got everything. That's my reminder to drink my water. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, thank you. You guys are making us work extremely hard as commentators, and we're grateful for it. 2 standing lights. That seems to be the way. And now, heavy come at me, bro, is putting Ryazo into the corner. This is a new kind of scene. I like it.
Slide on through the Catalina laser, gets a nice impressive side switch on there afterwards, and the little bit of delay, nothing for the Yusuke, just bent that meter.
The counter was dodged. Riazo playing, slamming into normals, backs away and waits a little bit. The ultimate Berserker Barrage finds nothing, but here comes the awesome sauce.
Actually put themselves into the corner as a result. Had to use the homies to help kind of cover that to maintain their position.
Aggressive break counter, keep them in the corner, but again, the Berserker Barrage resets the energy. Double jump, cross up, good blocking from Insinuate, backs away, but still, oh, they challenge! They challenge that!
Oh, that was just like, that, like you were talking about ninja moments from Seahawks earlier. That was just like, I saw the mind's eye, and I saw what you were going to do with India taking that round.
Chansu, as they say. 2 roundups. Riazo catching the low, jumps in. They're both right in center. Insinuate. Where are we going? Oh, they went for something big, but gets the red stuff right in the face, Zooey man style.
Oh yeah, get that like that cherry flavoring on top of that. We're going to go right back into the Trident, into the Skybound Arc, showcase the moon full tonight.
Oh yeah. Or no, Riazo forces the issue. Here comes the dashing heavy. One throw is tagged with the use of the neutral dodge. And Riazo again with the cross up, but good pickup off the come at me, bro.
And nothing, no biting on the Thunder Flash, which means that Insidian is going to take full advantage right here. Only has 1 BP to work with here, so have to be very careful. Riazo using the BP of their own to get out.
And Insinuate 1 hit away from being killed. Brave counter, and Sammy and Tommy take the hit for their homeboy. Here come the missiles, and you know what? If the pyramid don't work, let's go ahead and take something a little bit bigger and a little bit deadlier.
I like using the Thunder Flash on there just to get away from that. You're still barely in the lead. You gotta worry about it, but you have to follow. No!
Riazo! Riazo survived that! He survived the Mario Party!
So Riazo, who lived on there afterwards, the multiple hits of the 6-claw execution on there, making it worth just actually even setting up on empty hand to approach on there. That was insane.
I'm losing my mind.
We need your mind for at least a little bit longer here. We're not done with the set here. We got number 2 for Riazo here. We might get to a game 5 yet again, though.
I don't mind that. I don't mind that. What a reversal of fortune. Insinuate just 1 set ago was in this exact position, except they were the ones holding the 2. But it's Riazo 2-0. Insinuate is running out of answers. Just watching the Lowain Ultimate Skybound art, the Mario Party got called out, got beaten, and with a sliver of life, Riazo takes that round. I sound like Arnold in the Mad TV sketch. It's clone baby.
Believe in
Oh,
victory.
you heard it here from us here first. Insane that the play that we're seeing right now from Riazo. Insidious got to pick it up, but unfortunately not going to do with the 6XL. Is going to be the fire starter for Riazo yet again.
That's the thing that I've been noticing from Riazo. We're using the 6XL so effectively as an opener, as a guard check, and now Insinuate. I like it. Use the guard sauce. The awesome sauce gets a little bit of corn, but they don't got the life.
Oh, yeah, same side on there. I had to kind of guess on there, but we go with Brave counter. Set up with the counter bot. Empty hand's going to get around that and take their turns back on here. You know it, you love it. Say it with me here. Is it time for the Skybound art? Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. And with that Skybound art risky sweep, we are now on tournament point, but this time for Riazo.
2. Engage.
He's thrown a lot of answers out there, even throughout the Iggy, which I've been a fan of these players being very aggressive, dealing with the Yggdrasil mini game on here right now. Riazo is the one being very aggressive right back though.
Oh, Berserker Barrage stops Catalina back throw. Make sure Insinuate stays in the corner. Insinuate has to hold on. We still have the parry on deck. What are we doing? You can see Riazo fishing for it, but now the ultimate sauce gives some much needed damage, and now we have the corner switch.
Beautiful confirm on that, just from a little bit of meter here. Have to work up to get potentially another U skill, but could do a raging chain, raging strike at any point on here. Nice block on there to kind of keep us close to the distance. We're trying to find a button.
Trying the Brave counter. And CDH using one more crystal, trying to keep her opponent empty hand. Neutral dodge. Doesn't really get anything. Awesome sauce. But we're playing neutral again. Standing lights. Backdash, backdash, backdash. We have 100 meter, but he got the cross off.
Alright, with the VP on top of that on here, you should be able to finish it off and use other U skill on top of that. You don't even need that because you got the BP to back it up as fair, and that means Rialzo going to take that with the 3.